Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I just want to test. I know that we are live, but while I am waiting for the raid to come in and people to show up, so this is the flyer. Let me see if I can do this. So, can you still hear me talking? Yay! Okay, that's good. Okay, so I will put this flyer up when everybody gets here, and I'll put it on loop so that I can talk to the folks. How are you doing? Who else is here? I want to see what's going on here. Okay. I've got a delay on my side. Okay, so let me take out this. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do it this way. So I'm definitely delayed on my side in regards to what's coming through on Twitch. So that is fine. Female empowerment movement raid. Female empowerment movement raid. T.E. Dennis. Hi. Hello, beautiful. I'm so happy to see you. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Happy Saturday. I'm just testing. Apple, ignore me. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, probably could have done something different with that, but that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. T.E. Dennis, I trust that you're at home resting, feeling good. That's good. That's good. You're feeling good, so I'm feeling good that you're here. It's nice to have the collective show up today. I'm normally not on a Saturday. I was just over in the previous stream. I forgot what it was like to do that club life. I actually almost wasn't going to show up here on time because I'm over in my bathroom trying to get ready, and I'm booty shaking. I'm doing my Carlton dance and my Elaine dance, and I'm just like, thank God I don't go to a club anymore because people would be like, we don't know her. So you are home and doing well. Apple Blossom, what about you? How was the family? What are you up to? What did you have for dinner? Where's my Tupperware container? Let me pause my questions there. To think that there's no alcohol in the system or any weed. Yeah, I'm that girl right now. I am high on life. That's where I am at. Trying to figure out how to. Shar is she. Hello, beautiful. Happy Saturday. Welcome in. It's so nice when I see my people. Wait a minute. What do you mean you didn't cook? You go, oh, you went to Taste of the Danforth. Wow. I haven't been there in a minute. Windex 73, welcome in. Welcome in. Nice of you to join us today. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hey, DJ Raga with the resub. I'm actually looking down and paying attention for a change. So I'm going to try to look at my phone a little bit more since my guest is all of you. And I don't want to miss any of the juicy conversation that you guys are having in the chat and try to exclude me out of when I'm talking to a guest. So hopefully there's no lag. Oh, I should probably sit up better. Let me sit up better. Let me sit up better. Wait, is this family I'm seeing roll up inside here just now? Champ Enterprise. Your family. You're Schelling's family, correct? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? Wait, are you in the States or are you in the UK? For some reason, I'm thinking that you're in the UK and I should be saying good morning to you. Yes, I am. I knew you. I knew that name was familiar. UK. So, good morning. Hi. Wow. It's a little early or it's a little late for you, depending on if you're a party animal and you're just coming in from a club. Thank you for joining. Welcome in, welcome in. So we're going to all be talking amongst ourselves. The guest today is all of you. So I'm putting you all to work. I need you to keep me company while we're waiting for the raid to come over. And then when the raid comes over, I want to make sure that, SelectressMistressKush, good morning. Hello. DJ Raga, you are still on vacation. That's what I thought. That's so dope of you to resub and come and check us out. Thank you. I would like a gift. I don't know. And I don't want some simple keychain. Let me make sure. I want something better than a keychain, and I don't want a bottle of sand. So, come correct. If you need to talk to the wife to get an idea, what do you send anti-tap when you come back from vacation? You go and do that. Yes, all good, Selectress Mistress Kush. We're just over here getting comfortable. I was going to say taking off bras and thing, but I don't think DJ Raga wears a bra, so that might not be the most appropriate commentary right now. I'm going to keep this chat PG. Let me see who else is here. A shot glass. Yeah, a shot glass. Yeah, you know what? A shot glass. Just make sure you have a shot glass with the buckle beside it. Otherwise, what empty shot glass I go do? You know. So let me scroll up. I'm taking off mine now. Yeah, I still have mine on. You guys can't even see. So technically I could probably, this is a female empowerment movement raid. I should be able to just own my empowerment and do what I want to do. But let me stop. Let me scroll. Miriam, my corner dancer, welcome in, my love. Happy Saturday. I have to, if somebody tells me, if I say Wednesday, correct me. Don't let me sit here like a dummy saying Wednesday and that's the wrong day that I'm on. Because I usually only turn on a Wednesday. So I'm pre-programmed. You know what I mean? Let the girls, let them swing, let them hang. Okay, so let me scroll up. So Candy Girl, hello. My beautiful Queen Maud Apple Blossom, hello. DJ Raga, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you. No, seriously, fun and joke aside, thank you for joining, even if it's just a pass-through on your vacation. That's really dope for the support. Friend Selectress Mistress Kush is already here. The raid is going to be coming over momentarily. Shar is she. We have Champ Enterprise, which is family. Who else did I miss? I want to make sure I haven't missed anyone. I think I got everybody. T.E. Dennis will always get a hello from me, even if it's a whisper, because she should be resting. But I'm glad you're here. Okay, let me scroll back down. Scrolling. Jenny the cake maker. See, I'm not supposed to be talking this time of night, guys. You're gonna get a full blooper reel out of this stream tonight. That's Bowiet. I didn't miss you. You just slid in there like a little sneak in the night. Hello, Italian gal. Welcome in, my love. Is that Bandit? Is that my friend, Mr. Serious? Wagwan Bandits, Spotlight Sound family up inside here. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Nice of you to be here. I'm going to try to do some housekeeping meanwhile. I'm going to have to repeat all of this again. So Italian gal, you are out in Calgary, correct? So you have 2 hours behind and lots of daylight and a lot of mercy. The raid has arrived. Resting, you never miss you when you're. Thank you, T. Dennis. I'm just glad the notification is starting to get better. A lot of people send me nasty messages and tell me that they didn't get a notification. I'm just like, I spam everybody on social media. You guys should know when I'm here. So now that the party animal, DJ Mai Tai, has shown up with her Soul Thai Sanctuary. Yo, that's a dope name. Welcome in, everybody. Let me show I have some manners and let me say hi. And if I butcher your name, sorry, not on purpose. It's Wabiri. I hope I said that I hope I said that right. This girl, Christina. Hi. You already know that I was over there partying with all of you, acting crazy. I ain't got no sense over here. Welcome in. If this is your first time here, welcome to Tap the Soul's channel. It normally is in conversation with somebody. Today it's in conversation with all of you from the Female Empowerment Movement Raid. Let me catch some more names. Sheba Love, I've seen your name all day. Welcome in, beautiful soul. Chakra Ashram, did I say that right? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm seeing some exotic names up inside here. You guys are gonna have to show up every once in a while to test my commentary. Oh no, whoa, hey, whoa, hold on. First of all, Spotlight Sound, welcome in. This was not expected. Let me scroll back up. This is what I get for lurking in people's channel and not paying attention. So let me scroll back. My nephew, DJ Blair, welcome in. Please give him a shout out. Six Boss, please give her a shout out. Welcome in. DJ Mai Tai, my sister from my Female Empowerment Raid family, welcome in. Thank you for bringing your community to join the last stop of the Female Empowerment Raid conversation that we're about to have. Selectress Mistress Kush and BlkBeauty70 I will give you guys a proper shout out in a minute. Let me just say hello to a few more people up inside here. Lady Neeks, welcome in. F Swift, welcome in. KM, hello. You said hi to me earlier, and I was just trying to run before other people said hi to me, so I didn't get to say hi. Hi. Bright Eyes, Maud, my Maud sister, welcome in, welcome in. Blood clot gal, wagwan, my sisterin, the girl who's trying to take my Method Man away from me. Tasha P, hello, sweetie. Nice of you to join me. The original DJ Mitchell, the man who never sleeps. Welcome in. Good morning. Brown Ting 80, June Chap, Lollipops. You UK folks really don't sleep, eh? T Warmly, welcome in. She said, oh no. Yeah, I said, oh no, because I didn't think a lot of people were going to show up. It's a Saturday night. I'm like the old person that's like at home, Netflixing and chilling. I figured all of you guys would be out there partying. GT Baba D, welcome in, family. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me scroll. Kazumba Angel, another mod sister. Hello, beautiful soul. Hello, Latrell Jackson, another one in my DJ Khaled voice. BlkBeauty70, friend. DJ Rhymes UK, good morning. Do the UK people sleep? I'm just curious. Like, you guys got 5 hours on us. You are into Sunday morning and you are here. I appreciate you. I'm just curious. Do you all sleep? And oh, wait, hold on. How did we get to a level 3? I need to catch up. So for those of you who have been here before, you're going to hear the speech. Those of you who are new, I don't see the hype train when I'm looking here. I only see it if I'm looking at my phone. So from my soul, thank you for the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs. Really, for me, it is all about your time and your energy. I am just dope and happy and excited that you guys are all here for the dialogue today. So let me scroll because I'm pretty sure I'm still missing names. Who else am I missing along the way here? If I've missed you, please shout out again. Well, we can't miss Miss Vegas, because she's my Saggy sis, who is always the more disobedient one between the two of us. Who else do we have here? Scrolling, right? So Miriam, that little one is my lurking emote. So anytime people are talking about lurking, I am now just sitting on the bench. That's why I'm trying to up my game a little bit. You know what I mean? Tappers, Keat, stay woke, welcome in. So while the rest of you folks are coming in and this hype train is now at level 4, thank you. I'm going to have to come back and say hi to all the people and thank all the people for the bits and the subs. I'm really, truly sorry. I'm trying to catch names, and Apple Blossom is my mod queen for that reason. She will show that I do have manners because I rely on somebody that is better than me to do all of the thank yous. So while you guys are doing the hype train, while you guys are still rolling in, I want to take a moment to extend my deepest gratitude of thanks to SelectressMistressKush, who's going to make me bite my tongue by saying her name, and BlkBeauty70. They reached out to me a couple weeks ago, invited me to be, well, it is punishment for you, Candy Girl. They reached out for me to be a part of the Female Empowerment Movement Raid, and I was deeply honored and touched. I'm a new streamer. So I've been on Twitch for 3 years, but I just started the streaming thing, what feels like a couple of seconds ago. So to get an invitation from somebody, DJ Mighty Mike, thank you for the big bits. I really am honored and touched. SelectressMistressKush, BlkBeauty70. This is volume 21 of the Female Empowerment Movement Raid. I think it's awesome what you are doing. I really and truly am honored that you invited me to be here. I had to look down. Late Uber coming in. No, don't worry, DJ Mai Tai. You had a really dope set. We got to talk. And I want to say to the kings, because I know there's a couple of kings in here. Some of you may be quiet. Some of you may be loud. There's been a few of you that's been popping in and out of the stream all day. And I just want to say thank you. I see you. I appreciate you. We love you. I'm a strong believer that the kings need to be by our sides. You're looking up all my books. Somebody asked me to do a book tour, actually, so I might have to do some because the other side of this has more books. So to all the kings who have been here all day, whether you're riding on the side, you're lurking in the bushes, or whatever it is, I want to thank you. I believe that there's a place for you in what SelectressMistressKush is doing and what Black Beauty is doing. And it really is about coming together as a community. And I am a strong believer of community without barriers. And the kings being by our side and the kings being behind us, and they're keeping our crown straight. And yes, we can keep our own crown straight, but it's always a nice thing when we have the extra support, and it's the kings that come along the way to help us do so. Sometimes social media will make you think that men and women cannot get along and support each other. And I think that is bullshit. And we're seeing that right now with just the community that's been here throughout the entire day. Selectress Mistress Kush, I've been saying it for a little while now, and it's starting to stick. I think we have a lot of silo communities within Twitch, different communities of music or genres of people or whatever you want to call it. And I think there really is an opportunity for us to all work together regardless. And that's part of the reason why I do my Born from Music raid, because I want to have people from different areas come together, play music, and have fun. And the same for this conversation. So I'm going to dive into this in a bit. Let me just look down for a minute. We are at level 5. You already say you're cracking knuckles. So while you're cracking knuckles, I know it's taking us a minute to dive into this conversation. DJ Mai Tai, I want to thank you for the raid. Thank you for the pre-party vibes. You helped me shake out some of the nerves that I had going on turning on today. Spotlight Sound is my family. I want to thank you for sending the community over to come and jam and vibe out with us. As I said, there's no guest today. My guest is all of you. So I want to thank you all for being here. I know many of you, you've been on raids all day. You're tired. You're about to go and party. So I know if you need to drop, feel free to drop. If you want to sit back and relax and not engage in the conversation loudly, by all means, feel free to do so as well. The conversations will be posted on YouTube. If you're not following me, please follow and subscribe. Thank you. I'm on Instagram, TaptheSoul, Born from Music Raid. I'm here on Twitch. If this is your first time here and you haven't clicked the follow button, click the follow button. Turn on your notifications. I think you'll enjoy the vibe when you come here. I'm usually here on a Wednesday. Papa Pills, welcome in, fam. I'm seeing some names that I'm just like, yay, this is dope. Nice of you to be here. So where do I want to begin? Wow, this hype train is still going, eh? Hype train people, I'm not going to try to scroll because then you guys are going to get me emotional. I'm going to start snot nose crying and it's only a couple minutes in. So for those, as I said before, you dropped a bit, you dropped a sub, you spread love in any way, shape, or form, you've resubbed. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to hydrate before my mod tells me to hydrate. So let me do that now. Okay. Let me see. Let me do a little scroll. June Chap, welcome in. Short staff, I go to say New York. Short staff NY. Hello, beautiful. So I'm going to hide my face for a second, and I'm not going to see the chat, but I want to actually put the flyer up. For those of you who are aware, I'm the last stop in volume 21 of the Female Empowerment Movement Raid. And I just want to put that's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. So I just want to talk about everybody who's been there. And Apple Blossom, can you just confirm? Dr. C, good morning. I know I told you to stay in bed, but thank you for joining. Welcome in. So I just want to run through everybody who's been here so far for the day. I've been lurking in everybody's stream. I'm sorry that I was not active. I was not loud. I just really wanted to be ready for this conversation. This one's new for me. I'm used to having a guest beside me on screen, looking all cute and savvy. And instead, it's all of you being nosy, trying to check all the books in my bookshelf. So where do I want to start? Simply Moi and your guest, Kara. I don't even know if Simply Moi is here, but it was a beautiful conversation in regards to Breastfeeding Awareness Month. Now, I'm over 30 years since I've had to do that. Don't plan to do that again. But what amazed me was how far the technology has gone, and the conversation kind of hasn't changed. You would think 30 years by now that there would be more community talking about these things, and it seems to be still, I don't want to say a taboo, but it just seems to be like a dirty secret when we all know that people need to do it to support their babies, those who can do it. And those who can should be better supported. There were some other areas in the conversation in the second half of it about talking about your tribe and your community. And I think we were going to get into it here. Then we popped over to, let me put this flyer back up again. I'm going to put it on loop. DJ Jen Jen. So DJ Jen Jen gave us the Gen Wine, and it was a wicked set of soca. She's been on the Born for Music raid before, so it was nice to actually participate in a raid with her in this nature. Again, empowering women to just have a good time, let loose, let the girls hang and roam free. You know what I mean? Whirlwind Dreamer. It's the first time I've ever heard of this DJ. Isn't that the beautiful thing of Twitch? I've been on Twitch for 3 years and still coming across new amazing DJs. She is a vibe. If you are not following her, please be sure to follow her, Whirlwind_Dreamer, !Femless, all of the DJs who are part of this raid. Please check her out. She even talked about her own story about wellness. And I think just our conversation last week, Wednesday, on self-advocacy and what I want to talk about today, it just really highlights the importance of us all coming together as a community. Then we went over to Black Beauty. Black Beauty made me feel like it was the perfect way to just ride out and hang out on a Saturday afternoon, dust 2 pieces of furniture and a skank. You know, there's some dialogue going on there between her and her friend, SelectressMistressKush. Yeah, you guys are giving me pure jokes. But the stream that took me back and gave me goosebumps was actually Short Staff NY. A lot of what she played in the first half of her stream, I actually don't know all of the artists that she played, but I remembered the house I was living in, the plastic on the sofa that I wasn't allowed to sit on. And it was just, again, it was just an experience of just remembering what it was like growing up with my siblings. SelectressMistressKush was a continuation of what friend Black Beauty was doing. And then we get to the Kiki experience. I've never heard of the Kiki experience before. It was an experience, and I look forward to having the experience once again. This hype train is still going. Okay, let me come back to the screen. And then you played some Eric Robinson. There were some other jams you were playing, and I was just like, it's a dope vibe. If you haven't checked her out, please be sure to check her out. Give her a follow. Turn on your notifications so when she turns on, you can catch her. And then we go to the party girl, DJ Mai Tai. Listen, I'm going to take this off the screen now. Let me just make it really clear that you all almost didn't see me because I sweated out makeup and I sweated out my shirt. As I was saying to the folks before everybody got here, I was doing my Elaine dance, my Carlton dance, and a few other dances in between. She took me back to the days when you used to party. And I mean, like, I don't know, 20 years ago now is what it seems for me. It was just a vibe. It was just that moment when you remember turning on the curling iron and you get the pre-drinks going and you're trying to figure out, you know, which dress you want to put on. Do you want the heels or do you want to wear a tank top and a pair of jeans? So, you know, you want to see the dance. You don't want to see the dance. Honestly, you don't want to see the dance. You really don't want to see the dance. And as I'm getting older, I'm losing my step. So I'm not necessarily in rhythm. So there's all of that happening. Snakey the Legend, welcome in. So let me scroll back up. I just want to say to everybody that was on the raid before me, as I said, I'm the last stop. It's been an awesome raid. I was chilling in everyone's channel. It was absolutely just dope. But DJ Mai Tai, you helped me shake the nerves of turning on today. And it actually just took me back to what life was like when you went to get ready to party before a club. And I think now people do pre-drinking. I pre-napped, usually because I was in a hair salon for way too long. And then I had to sit up sleeping because I didn't want to mess up my hairstyle. Then we're absolutely not seeing dance. Not ready to go out to center in a club and look cute all night. You know what I mean? So let me scroll up and catch some names that I've missed along the way. I really think it's a dope experience. Once again, SelectressMistressKush and Black Beauty, thank you for the invitation. Anybody who missed the raid, when the next flyer drops, please check it out. It's an enjoyable day just to vibe with. I'm too young for Elaine. Spotlight, grind, stop lying. You know that you can do it even better than Elaine. You're a celebrity on that right about now. UK Web Boy, good morning, because I'm going to assume that you are from the UK. I'm scrolling up to catch names. There's another name here, and I'm just going to put you here because I have no idea how to say your name, and I'm not going to try. I think cow poker. I don't know if you should be poking cows, but we're just going to leave that right there for a second. Who else did I miss? If there's anybody else that I've missed along the way, please just scream and I will shout you out before I dive into the conversation. And I'm going to also do a little bit of backstory because I think there's some folks in here that may not know who I am. Okay, if I've missed you, I think the hype train is over, right? If I've missed you, I apologize. My mod would have gotten you, and she's saying hello on behalf of both of us. To those of you who contributed to the hype train from the soul, again, thank you. I appreciate you. It's always time and energy for me. I will never get stale on saying that to you. Yeah, so cow poker, that's interesting. Let us know where you are showing up from. It's interesting name. Yeah, hopefully I'm saying that right. So, okay, so let me do some housekeeping. Normally I'd have a guest, I'd give you all a speech and tell you, engage amongst yourselves, grab some holy water, burn some sage or whatever else you want to do up inside here. There's some free emotes that's there, or maybe not. I think they're all subbed emotes, but enjoy the emotes if you have access to them, and just rock out, vibe out, and have a good time. My guest today is all of you. In past conversations, I do this on a Wednesday. I'm normally not here on a Saturday, and it's always with a guest. And every time I have a conversation with a guest, the most recent one being Blood Clot Gal, we touch on topics that are not just superficial topics of the sky is blue and the grass is green. And what I noticed in all of these conversations is that I have a conversation with the guest on the screen, but I'm also reading all of the commentary that's coming along the side. And there's a lot of conversation that's resonating with the stories that are being told by the guest or by me, as well as what's happening within our community. And I get the messages after, and these messages are Tasha BG, welcome in, welcome in. These messages are constantly, it came from the homepage. Okay, we're just gonna, Apple Blossom, we're just gonna keep an eye on that one. What I've noticed is that I get the messages where people are always telling me that they enjoy what I'm doing, continue what I'm doing, and that they learn so much about the different DJs. So I've had Spotlight Sound, who's in the chat. I've had Team Shellings. I've had Dr. C. I've had DJ Mike, Mighty Mike. Almost said a wrong name, my bad. I've had DJ Smiles. Who am I missing? Blood Clot Cal has been here. Nita Dawn has been here. DJ Swirls has been here. There's been so many folks who have come and sat and got comfortable on the couch with me, and we talked about their life. And a lot of these streamers, you don't see their life. You see what they do for the couple of hours that they're on camera, and then poof, they're gone. So getting to sit down with them and hear their stories has really been a powerful moment. T.I. Baby, welcome in, hun. And I've also noticed that many of you come back. So for those of you who've come back, you hear me say it in pretty much every stream. You do not know what goes on behind the camera. You do not know what goes on behind the keyboard. You do not, welcome in, Dr. Stretch. You do not know, just behave today, really. I'd really appreciate it. You do not know what's going on before we press the go live button. Those of us who have been on Twitch, Twitch is always twitching. Do you know what I mean? So internet connections and laptops decide they need to reboot out of all of a sudden. The ghost of somewhere pops out and decides that they don't want the stream to happen. Satan's trying to win. Professional teacher, I saw your name before. Hi, sweetie. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I believe you also stream. Can you please give professional teacher a shout out? Anybody else who streams, and don't one because you stream because you want people to follow you. If you actually stream, please put a 1 in the chat so my mod can shout you out. I'm all about building community without barriers, and I want to make sure if you genuinely stream, I will genuinely shout you out. So as I was saying, I wanted to make sure that there's an opportunity for all of us. Oh, you streamed, this girl, it's Christina. Okay. I wanted to make sure that we had a conversation today to talk a little bit more in regards to what goes on behind the camera, what goes on behind the keyboard. And what I've been saying a lot lately, what I've been posting on my Instagram is behind my smile. Everything I'm saying tonight, everything I've said in the past conversations, I'm putting one, who put one if then a stream though? You would be surprised. Every time I'm in a stream, there's other people that just do it. And I don't know why they do it, but yeah, if you are a streamer, and yeah, we're just going to leave that there. We're going to go on a leap of faith that you're being honest, and we're going to shout you out. If I come back and realize that you don't stream, we're going to have some words. So anyways, as I was saying, I really believe that we have an opportunity to come together as a community and talk beyond, dropping the peaches and the flowers and the blessings and whatever that we do in the chats, and talk as people. Some of the people here, I actually talk outside of Twitch in real life conversations, actual streamers. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you a follow after, honey, because I want to check you out. What I've noticed with the conversations, as I was saying before, is that we're talking in the community. We're talking with the guest. I'm telling you everything I say in these streams, I'm speaking from experience. I know people have asked me a couple of times, when are you going to tell your story? I will tell my story. It may come out in bits and pieces in every one of these streams. At some point, I will do an in conversation with Tap the Soul, with I don't know who. Somebody will have to have a conversation with me because I don't want to talk to myself and have questions with myself and answer my own questions. That just gets weird. And why is the comment that I saw that I'm going to post at 9:26 p.m. 6 boss? I like that it's raw. We're talking about my conversations, right? I just want to go there. Yeah, I just want to make sure I go there. I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to encourage you, Six Boss, for half a second. There we go. Anyways, as I was saying, behind my smile, a lot of what goes on for a lot of us, people do not understand what happens. And I'm not just even talking about streamers. I'm talking about you in the community. When you show up here, those who want to answer the question, please type it in the chat, right? Dr. C, really? Really? Aw. You're seeing this, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. C would like to. Now, are you ready to have a conversation with Tap the Soul or Tapisha? I got questions. I just want to make sure which one of me is supposed to show up, because there might be a Elaine booty dance if you want Tapisha, and you might not get that with Tap the Soul. So let me know which one. Blood Clot Gal, you would love to talk to me. We can do a couple of these. I think there's a various conversations that we can have. I don't think I can tell my story in one stream. I've been around the block a couple of times. Yeah, I said what I said. Butte, yes. Tapisha and Tap the Soul. So, okay, let's get into this, right? Let me do a little bit of backstory to explain. I've kind of been layering this up. So I've been on Twitch over 3 years. I've said that before. A couple months ago, I had a crazy idea that I wanted to do a raid. Dr. C and DJ Smiles listened to my crazy and helped me shape what is now called the Born from Music raid. I do it monthly on a Wednesday, and I reach out to a bunch of folks. Some folks have never heard of me before, but I've been lurking in their streams in my ghost account, and I think that'd be a dope vibe that we would all enjoy. So I put them together. People say yes, some people say no. Some people, I just can't get their schedules to work with mine. They show up, we rock out, we vibe out, and we have fun. We remember why we love the music. That is the purpose of the raid. It's not about bits. It's not about subs. I say this all the time. You guys are tired of hearing it, but it really is about community. I want some other DJs who don't get an opportunity to be seen and heard to be seen and heard. And I think there's a lot of DJs out there that we never hear of. DJ Mai Tai, the Kiki Experience, a Whirlwind Dreamer. I've never heard of these DJs before. They're badass DJs. I've had a wicked time jamming out with them today. And again, because Twitch has grown so much, there's so many DJs on this platform that we just don't get a chance to see. You know what I mean? So from there, I had this other crazy idea talking to Stretch from Team Shellings that I wanted to interview DJs for their first raid. And that's what this was supposed to be. One set of interviews with the DJs that were going to be on the first raid. And then that is not happening right now. That is not happening right now. DJ Gritty, I was supposed to be raiding you, not you raiding me. This is not happening right now. Yo, this ain't cool, man. Okay, let me pause on the story and let me say hello to some folks coming in. So Apple Blossom, that whole conversation we had before is shot. So DJ Gritty, welcome in. DJ Gritty is who I'll be talking to next week in conversation. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Congratulations on your 1 year on Twitch. It is awesome seeing you continue to grow. You and I will be talking next week. You will also be on the raid coming up later this month. To all of your community coming in, thank you for coming to join in conversation with all of us today. I'm looking forward to all of you being engaged. And I'm just chuckling because I had a whole conversation with Apple Blossom. The plan was to raid as soon as this conversation was over to help celebrate your 1 year anniversary. And here you are. I want to question DJ Gritty. You're going to have to put your questions in the chat on Wednesday to question DJ Gritty. Wait your turn. DJ Snakey, the legend. Let me scroll up. Richie Poo 1, welcome in. Mishy Boo Foster, welcome in. Happy belated birthday. I know your birthday was just the other day. KM, I still see you dancing here. Rabina Bina, welcome in, my love. If there's anybody I've missed that's come in on the raid, I really do have manners. But, you know, it's also past my bedtime, so I may miss a name here or there. DJ Gritty, I'm not sure what's going on, but Snakey the Legend seems to be really fascinated to hear your story. So I don't know if he knows something that I don't know, but we're all going to learn about it on Wednesday. So I look forward to that. Who else has come in? If anybody else has come in, welcome into In Conversation with me and you. We are the last stop on the Female Empowerment Movement raid. It's been an awesome raid of queens and a lot of kings that are supporting the raid and supporting our queens within the Twitch community. And it's just an awesome day of celebration. It's volume 21. I look forward to volume 22, and I look forward to all of us continuing to support each other in between these monthly raids. Nikki Nix, welcome in, welcome in. Who else? Somebody else was just saying something. Dr. Stretch, she was promoting next week for her whole show. That's nice. So yeah, so actually DJ Gritty will be turning on at 5 o'clock. She's gonna help us do some booty shaking and stretching out the muscles from a long workday, those of us on the Eastern time zone. And then at 6 o'clock Eastern, her and I will sit down, and I don't know her story. This is similar to Blood Clot Gal. I met DJ Gritty on Twitch. The only time we started talking was as a result of me inviting her to be in the women's edition of the Born for Music raid, and then asking her to come back again and to do this in conversation. I know nothing about her other than my snooping in her Instagram page. So I am looking forward to sitting down with all of you and learning about her and hearing her story. I do know a little bit more because she shared some in last week's conversation, but we can dig into that next week. So with that said, I was talking on the journey of how we're getting to this conversation today. So let me see if I can fast track it so we're not here all night. Interviews. When I wanted to interview the DJs, it was a great plan, but it failed. It did not get executed the way it did. So when I sat down with Doc C and DJ Smiles, that was the first official in conversation with Tap the Soul. And we were just talking about the raid, how it came together. And from that conversation, I started getting messages that it was really dope because nobody really got a chance to learn about Doc, nor did they get a chance to learn about DJ Smiles. And people didn't learn about me. Everybody knows me as a what do I want to call myself? A well-behaved individual in the streams, a Walmart greeter. I used to call myself a professional lurker, a jaywalker, but I'm always one of the most well-behaved persons in a stream. And I know all of you would agree right now. Shay Goodas, welcome in, welcome in. I hope my laptop's not going to try and reboot right now, but I'm not sure if I'm liking the fact that I'm seeing, well-behaved in quotes by Miriam, who's in a corner usually dancing with me. Professional teacher, I expect more professional behavior out of you. Six boss, you're high, so I can't trust anything that you're going to say right about now. DJ Mighty Mike, I'll start calling you names, your other 17,000 names that you've been through, so check yourself. As I was saying, I am one of the most well-behaved individuals in Twitch. And what I came to realize is that you guys are enjoying the personal conversations with my guest. So behind my smile, that is what we're talking about today. And it's not just behind my smile, it's behind your smile. Shots fired. Yo, Brown Ting, enough shots are getting fired towards me today, man. I'm trying to understand how did we get here. I only like Six Boss's comments about that's facts because that can apply to anything right now, including me being the most well-behaved person in Twitch. So behind my smile, I want to dive into this because I don't want to keep us up too late. I have a bedtime, and I'm sure you guys all want to go and hit the club later, those who are going out. See, she is high. Six Boss is always high. When I say the words behind my smile, I have been using that as an adaptation. TI baby, there's holy water and sage for your convenience in there. Please help yourself. Please help yourself. Be on my side. So behind my smile, many of you, life is lifing, right? We spent 3 years on Twitch. We've been going through what we've been going through. We've been going through life. We've all come together. I'm going to say predominantly for music. That's what pulled us all together. We stayed for the community. We stayed for the music, and we've made some beautiful friends and family along the way. When I came here, I didn't come here to meet friends. I came here because DJ starting from scratch was tired of Instagram cutting him off, and I wanted to hear music, and it was a DJ I knew. So I came to Twitch, and through all of that, here's all of you. But a lot of us, they're killing us. I'm just, I think I'm talking truth about being well-behaved, but apparently you guys don't agree. So you'll say something serious. I'm going to pin that, but I'm going to finish my sentence. What I found when I was thinking about the different conversations I was having with the guests, I watch my replays and I do a debrief after where I raid out and I don't ending up in the other person's raid, in the other person's stream, because I am talking with people and we're talking about all the things that we didn't get to say in the conversation. in the conversation. And what most of the guests end up saying is that they really felt comfortable. It felt like a safe space. They really didn't realize that they were going to say what they were going to say, but because they were comfortable, they were willing to share what they wanted to share with this community. The messages I get from you are, this DJ was really awesome. I didn't know that they had this going on or that going on. And it's, again, we're seeing a whole different side of our DJs that is not just them turning on, or our streamers who's not just here like myself talking, or in last week Wednesday's case, Blood Clot Gal is not a streamer. She's not a DJ. She mods for one DJ. Please hydrate. I will. Let me hydrate. But she was willing to share her story with the community. And she's not one of those where I'm going to say is popular in Twitch, but she was still comfortable in Simply Patty is here. Please give Simply Patty a shout out. And I'm saying that, hi. For those of you who don't know, Simply Patty is my daughter. And I really don't want you guys to see me get a cuff upside of my head if she decides to come through my door and slap me around. So I'm going to drink some more water. One moment, please. Okay, I think I'm good now. So yeah, there is really holy water and a let us sage emote. You'd like to know about Tapisha? Okay, so behind my smile, right? So behind my smile came about from all of what I'm saying just now, right? We're having these conversations. Patricia, listen, Doc, she will come to Manchester and take out your ankles. I can't defend you. I can't protect you. You are on your own dealing with Simply Patty. She's a force to be reckoned with. She scares me, just saying. So behind my smile, and I'm saying it a couple of times, and I'm going to keep saying it. You guys are going to keep seeing me post it. And I'm keep saying, we've gone through life. We've been through lockdown. I don't care whether it was a pandemic or whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, our livelihood was taken away from us, and we came together and we built a life together. And the world has opened up. Some DJs have left Twitch and gone back to their outside gigs. A lot of DJs have stayed, and a lot of us have stayed, and we've bonded with each other. So for me right now, when I'm saying behind my smile, it is because I want us to go another layer deeper. We spend a lot of time in these chats, and I think there's an opportunity for us to continue to network and continue to bond. You know what it is? It's the fan. Hold on a minute. Let me change this. Drying out my throat, trying to talk to people. Okay, so I'm back. Yes, Apple Blossom. Exclamation ask, hashtag ask. If you have a question for me, please drop it, and Apple Blossom will capture it, and we may cover it today in today's conversation. We may cover it. Yeah, you know what? Let me put that up on the screen. So I'm going to stop having distractions with the commentary, and I'm going to say what I want to say today. Behind my smile. As we sit here today, I'm actually looking at the numbers for a change. Wow, there's that many people in here, eh? Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for being here on a Saturday night. It's really impressive. I should have charged you all at the door and made a little money. There's drinks at the bar, help yourself. But fun and joke aside, I want you all to take a journey with me, right? If you're comfortable. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm pressuring them to do something, but so many of you have sent me messages in regards to really enjoying the conversation and getting a chance to share. And a lot of you have shared stuff that you normally probably would not share in social media, right? So for a couple of seconds, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Six. Close your eyes if it's safe to do so. If you're in public and you don't want to say it out loud, say it to yourself. But take a moment. I'm going to do this with you. I'm actually going to be honest and transparent with whatever's going to come out of my brain. And that may be a bad thing, but I'm going to do it anyways, just to show that I'm in this with you, right? Behind my smile. How many times have you met somebody, the person at work, you know, Becky down the hall, how was your weekend? How was your this? Oh, it was great. How was yours? Mine was awesome. And you just keep it moving. When really, when you sit there, you're just like, you know, I bounced the payments. My car had a flat tire. I spilled coffee on my shirt. You know, my kids are acting like baby kids, and I really just want to just like get rid of them for a week. The in-laws have pissed me off. The spouse has pissed me off. I miss garbage day. But when that person asks you, how was your weekend or how was your day? You really don't want to stand there and tell them that whole laundry list. So you just tell them that I'm okay and you just keep it moving. But are you really okay? Like, really and truly, are you really okay? Baby kids. Yeah. Anyone who's old enough knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say baby kids, right? The most frequent, yeah, let me pin that. The most frequently told lie is I'm okay. And you know what the worst thing is, Tasha B? We actually lie to ourselves, not even just to people who are asking us, but we lie to ourselves and say, I'm okay. And that is probably the worst part of all of it. So behind my smile, take a moment, right? Close your eyes, keep your eyes open. I'm going to close my eyes because I don't want to get distracted with the conversation. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to say, behind my smile, I'm going to pause and I'm just going to think about what comes to mind. And it doesn't have to be negative or positive, a sentence, a word. Just take a moment, right? So I'm going to do this now. You guys join me if you'd like to. Behind my smile, nervousness. I'm sweating. My daughter, my health. Gratitude. Fear. Loneliness. I'm going to stop there. I'll stop there. And I don't even think I'm going to remember everything that I said. Those of you who did it, if you actually did do it, what words came to mind when you said behind my smile and you paused? If you want to share, please feel free to share. I would love to have this is the conversation, right? And then we'll figure out where we're going to go from here. Anxiety, angry, listen, strength, chaos, love. Listen to the words. You guys are touching me. And I know some of these words are not even words that you wanted to publicly say out loud because you'd normally do what Tasha B says and you'd say, I'm okay. Gratitude, in caps, scared. Geez, T.E. Dennis, trust me. Yeah. Losing control, drained. I may not get to pin all of them, but I'm going to say all of them, okay? I want us to realize that we really are sitting here together, giving thanks, self-reflection, pain, resilience. We're human. Yeah, blessed. Absolutely. Did I miss anybody's? Let me scroll up. Kizumba Angel, you said chaos. Isn't that something? June Chap, we say we are okay because we still have life, and that is the greater than any situation. You know, I agree with you, but I also, I agree with you, but I kind of disagree with you at the same time. It probably need a hug. I'd give you a hug if you were close by. I wouldn't kick your suitcase this time. I would generally give you a hug. Dr. Stretch, my health condition, love, stress, but still grateful, right? Yeah, I mean, I said it. I said loneliness. I'm sitting in a room with all of you right now, and I said loneliness. I talked about my health, the fact that I'm nervous, forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness is deep. That's a whole conversation in itself, because a lot of times we have to forgive ourselves as well as give forgiveness for whatever situation that we're going through, right? Forgiveness is a big one. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. Stress, but also peace. Yeah, isn't it interesting when it happens like that, Miriam? I've had a few of those moments. I'm going through a journey of stuff right now. Some of you who know, I've had health conditions. There's a lot of times I turn on and I probably shouldn't have turned on. DJ Swirl's conversation was one. Spotlight Sounds conversation was another one. I actually had to take a hiatus after Spotlight Sounds conversation to regroup and get myself back to workable health, we'll say. But at the same time, I feel blessed. You know, I have good people in my life. I'm still employed. I have a roof over my head. I have a daughter that I love. Scares me, but I have a daughter that I love. And I know that we have a genuinely good relationship. But it still doesn't take away from all of the other feelings that we have, right? But feel the most isolated. I think I might have missed a part of your we have so many ways to connect now. Yeah, you know what, Brownting, and that's it. That's part of why I wanted to talk about this and do this. And I wasn't sure, you know, I mentioned this to Doc C, you know, and I keep talking about you don't know what's going on behind the camera, and I needed to personalize it. And the reason why I'm saying behind my smile It's not behind Tap the Soul smile. When I'm saying behind my smile, I'm thinking about what's really genuinely behind my smile. And it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't always have to be bad. I don't think everything that's going on has to be a mask of what's bad going on in our life. Sometimes there's moments where I will say it to myself and I feel overwhelmed. When I get messages from you guys, the day of or the next day on a conversation, the amount of love and joy and happiness that hits me, because when I go to turn on, I have no idea who is going to actually show up. I don't know if they're going to be interested in my guest. I don't know if they're going to be interested in anything I have to say. And then when I get that pouring in of responses of people who enjoyed the conversation and what they enjoyed about the conversation, it gives you a sense of purpose, right? And I truly believe, right, we're here. Volume 21 of the Female Empowerment Movement Raid. When Selectress Mistress Kush and Black Beauty decided to do this raid, I am pretty sure I'm speaking for them as well as myself, who's a newbie on the raid scene. There's a sense of purpose, there's a sense of accomplishment when you see the community come together. And that's not something that you can buy in a store. That is something that is just the right energies are just coming together. Do you know what I mean? No disrespect, but it's so hard to talk about this stuff. Feelings and things can come when on cam when men are around. Yeah, but I think we have to get around that somehow. And if I read that wrong, let me know, right? Doc C said something. I love this real big people conversation. Yeah, so do I. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am more than happy to fling a peach in a chat because I'm not flinging it on the streets. But on the flip side of that, we're of all of a certain age group. And I'm pretty sure we're in our 30s to, I'm going to say 30s to 50s because I'm a rounding error to 50. So I think we all have had enough life experiences, right, to know that we need to take things to a next level, right? DJ Jen, welcome in. Please give her a shout out. You were also on the raid earlier. I was talking about your Gen wine. Thank you so much. Lollipops is 34. Oh, to be 34 again. Actually, no, when I hit 30, I think I started to get slow and old. Professional teacher. See, I'm sitting here sweating in my prime age. Won't go any further on that. But yeah, like doing this raid, being a part of this raid, I was nervous. Selectress Mistress Kush and Black Black Beauty have established something. It's 21 volumes. I wanted to make sure that whatever conversation I was bringing, it actually aligned to what needs to happen, not even just amongst female, but amongst all of us as a community, right? And I think if we can spend a few minutes and just really speak to ourselves, that part, professional teacher, it's somewhere lingering up inside there, right? I think if we can have a conversation with ourselves and also with each other, and it doesn't have to be a mass support movement, but just one or two people just connecting and just talking, I think it can make a difference. So anytime I have a moment, I have been incorporating the idea of taking a moment and just simply saying behind my smile, and I pause. And it doesn't have to be an hour. It could be a minute. I have this conversation with a close friend, and I always just say, take that minute, that 60 seconds, take it for yourself. Yes, you have the kid, you have the spouse, you have the garbage, you got the job, you got the bill to pay, you got to get to this meeting, you got to do this. I get all that. You must can take, I know I'm going to hydrate. Hold on. You must can take 60 seconds for yourself. You must can find it. 60 seconds to just say behind my smile and process the words that comes after that. I mean, you don't even have to act on it unless you feel you want to, right? I've been taking it to, that was one real old auntie voice. I know you just had to worry if there was going to be dentures moving, but they're still all mine. But just for everything that I said just now, right? I have more thought to do. I have more work to do. When I say things about my health, I have health stuff that's going on. When I talk about feeling lonely and I'm sitting in a room with all of you, why is that? What's that level of loneliness? When I'm feeling gratitude, when I'm feeling nervous, like I can ask myself this question again before we stop, and I'm pretty sure I would have a different answer, and the same would apply for you, right? But yeah, if you don't take that time and you end up reaching a breaking point, it's not good. since I'm sharing and we're here, that's where I am. I've been talking about this concept for quite a few conversations with Doc. I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk about it. Now it's coming to life finally. And I wasn't really sure how to introduce it, but I just know it kept on calling and screaming at me that just do it. People will get it because we keep saying it in every conversation. And I've had a lot of challenges lately. And I'm being completely honest with you. I've had a lot of challenges that when I'm sitting in this chat, when I'm modding for Stretch or for Jinx, and I'm saying my hello loves and I'm twerking it up and I'm catching joke and laughing, behind my smile is a whole shitload of stuff that if people knew that was what I was going through, they would really question, like, why are you online smiling like everything is okay? But at the end of the day, my community, you guys, are what helps me get through. You know how we always say, the DJs always say that we help them get through and they help us get through. Like a lot of times I know, just last 2 weeks ago, I was talking with Doc, and what did I say? I want to be able to come in a chat and not talk, because there's some days when I am so overwhelmed with what's going on in my own life, I don't have the energy to give any of you love. And it's not because I don't want to, I can't find it. I can't even find it for myself. So I show up so I can absorb. The DJ's playing music. I'm watching all of the inappropriateness of Six Boss carrying on. Then you have people like Dr. Stretch, who always wants to crack a joke at somewhere along the way. You have Dr. C calling me Tapisha. You have Selector Jinx calling me the Tapster. And when you're sitting in what you're sitting in and you have those moments happening around you, it is really refueling you, right? Candy Girl, yeah, yeah, of course. Six, of course, I'm going to use you as I'm going to say a soft punching bag. I kick your suitcase. So, of course, I have to put you on blast here, right? Six Boss and I'm going to say we have a healthy, questionable relationship. We weren't always besties. I don't even know if I should call her my bestie when I think about it. But we've gone through a journey. And that journey had to happen to get us to where we are now. She shows up when I turn on. Very questionable. Yeah. She shows up when I turn on. I was in the UK. I've had health stuff. I keep saying it, right? Six Boss and I are not besties in any way, shape, or form, but she showed genuine concern. And she has checked in and made sure that there's been genuine concern on how I am doing. There's other people in the chat that I talk to. I'm not going to call y'all out and make y'all feel special. Y'all know who you are. My circle is tiny. But I'm going to say, when I come into some of these chats and I say that I don't want to talk, I'm in the bushes, I'm sitting on the bench, whatever's going on, I know you guys can relate with me, like, because I know we've all gone through it, right? And I know when I was talking with Doc the other day, we said it. There's people who are sitting there lurking to see who's in the chat and calling people out. You don't know what's going on behind their smile. You don't know why they're quiet. Maybe they just need to sit there in quiet just to really just have a moment to put themselves back together. Take in a DJ vibe, read some commentary and catch some jokes. They could be snot-nosed crying. I've had that happen. I've been in a stream and I'm snot-nosed crying and laughing at the same time because I'm getting jokes, reading what I'm reading, the DJ saying whatever they're saying, and I'm having genuine tears about what's going on in my personal life, right? It's like behind my smile. So I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep talking about it. This is a debut. I thought it was the most appropriate topic to bring to the female empowerment movement raid, because it is something that we need to do as a community. We need to look out for our brothers. We need to look out for our sisters. I think that's something that we don't do enough of. I don't think it's because we're ignorant to it. Thank you for the bits, Mikey. Thank you. I don't think it's because we're too busy. I think if we know that our sisters and our brothers need us, that we would be there for them. We just don't know, right? People are not willing to say, how are you doing? You know what? I had a really bad day today. I've had a swollen big toe. I mentioned the big toe hitting the other day, and that didn't go over well for some people. I bumped my big toe on the bed frame and it's still swollen and the swelling can't go down, right? Chronics, they don't know. I posted that the other day. Every time I play that song, I almost always break down in tears. Even if it's not outside tears, I literally feel an ache inside my chest when I think of what I've gone through in my 49 years of life. I've had an interesting life. And I know you guys can all sit here and we can grab popcorn and start sharing stories of the craziness that we've gone on. Sue Ann, welcome in. Anybody else that I've missed, I am not intentionally ignoring you. I really just wanted to sit and have a chat with all of you, and all of you have a chat with me, right? We are in conversation amongst ourselves tonight. We are talking about behind my smile, what's behind your smile. Chronic song, they don't know. There's a few songs. What's the other one? Never Would Have Made It, religious song, and I'm forgetting the artist right now. Just hearing him bellow out those notes, sometimes it gives me a shiver through my spine. And there's so many of those moments. But again, if we don't talk like this, Marvin Sapp, thank you very much, Tasha BG. Yeah, you see, my keep it or delete it, my keep it or delete it partner. Yes, Ti, yes, exactly, right? If we don't start talking amongst each other, to Dr. C's point earlier, we hit burnout. That's where I'm at now. Wednesday, when I did my in conversation with Blood Clot Gal, when I woke up Wednesday morning, I had a team meeting with my team, and I said, Thursday, Friday, I am out. I didn't check an email. I'm in the middle of negotiations, doing what I'm doing in my job. I have deals that needs to get done. I have a team that I manage. And I was just like, I cannot. And then while I started talking throughout Wednesday, I'm like, and I'm taking Monday as well. And I probably should be doing Tuesday, but we'll see how that goes. But I had to, and I'm not a person who just takes time off of work. I'm at that point where you start to question life. We've gone through stress. Yeah. My whole career has been stress. And I'm now at that age in my life where I think my tolerance level is just done. My job I'm on 24 hours a day pretty much, but I've always thrived off of that for my entire career. I lived off of that high. And now, and I'm going to say, Candy Girl, I hope you don't mind. I'm pretty sure we were talking and we said it was COVID. Lockdown changed a lot of us. And I always say, if you went through lockdown and you didn't change, gain something, lose something, realize something, you wasted 3 years of opportunity, 3 years of opportunity that we don't get back. You know what I mean? But sitting down and realizing that, life is taken away. All of the livelihood of what we had was now, it was contained to, you had to stay in your house. People who lived alone, who didn't have partners, they couldn't leave their house and go in certain areas. And I know some areas were a little bit more relaxed. I'm in Canada, so we were pretty much shut down. There was no basketball games, there was no concerts. And that was my livelihood with my daughter and a few other friends. And that consumes a lot of your time to balance out stress at work. So now you're in your house. I work from home. I'm sitting at my same setup that I work from, and you're home 24 hours a day. The world has opened up. I didn't get my office back. My name is no longer on the door. I am now permanently home 24 hours a day. So coming to Twitch as my escape and my survival, was also my freedom, because it reminded me on the creativity pandemic. Yeah, right. It reminded me of the creativity that I've neglected because I was so busy doing the corporate job. Right. When you think about it. And I know a lot of you have those same stories, right? There's so many people who started DJing because of Twitch. They never thought about it before, or they've thought about it and think they can do it. And Twitch became a platform that allowed them to do what they wanted to do, and that was to play music. I'm here streaming on a Saturday night at 9:59 at night, talking to you about my personal life that I normally wouldn't even talk about with some of my closest friends, because I don't want to seem less than. And those are some words that I talked about last week, right? I want to feel normal. And normal, there's an impression that we as females have to always be strong. We have to be tough. I'm not calling a race card here, but I'm going to call out our Black women in this conversation. We're always expected to be the strong Black woman. And when we're too strong, then we are the angry Black woman. There's no middle ground. We're one or we're the other. And it's unfortunate because a lot of us, myself included, I really just want to be soft. I don't want to have barriers up because I have to protect myself. I want people to know that I am sensitive, I am fragile, I am scared, and not see it as a weakness to suck away from, but to help nurture me to not feel that way. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people just social expectations. Yeah. I think there's a lot of that when you have these conversations on a one-on-one, we share that, but then we come together like this and it's just like, yeah, that's not happening. Wait, what's this? No. No, no, no. I know, and I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. I am seeing what I'm seeing. Hi, Raiders. Hi, welcome in. How are you? Tap the Soul here. Yeah, you know what, DJ Miss Vegas, I have to pin that. I have to pin that. Secret Sunday edition. Welcome in. We will give you a shout out in a moment. Those who are joining us, welcome in. You are on the last stop of the Female Empowerment Movement Raid. I am Tap the Soul, and I am in conversation with all of you. And we are talking about life behind my smile, which is the same as life behind your smile, but your life may look different from mine. And we're just having a real candid, big people conversation, talking about some of what we don't get to talk about regularly when we're in these streams. And then we'll have some thought about how do we move forward, because I don't have the answers. This is not, I'm here to tell you a 20-step plan and you do these steps and we're going to group hug it out and everybody's going to be happy. This is I am bringing something that I'm seeing. I'm bringing something that I'm feeling. I'm bringing something that you guys are telling me in the messages. How do we come together? How do I use my platform to help all of us? This is not a just save a Tap the Soul. This is how do we save each other and support each other. So let me pause for a minute because I'm going to have to hydrate before I hear, a key in a door. Secret Sunday edition. Thank you again for the raid. Thank you for joining into the conversation. I welcome you. Who else is there? Shar is she. I know I saw you. Miriam, I'm pinning your comment as well, right? There's some other name I saw and I missed it. Pollen cakes. Did I see that? Did I say that correctly? If I said it wrong, please let me know. Pollen cakes. That's an interesting name, actually. That's cute. Thank you. I actually agree. I agree that you can relate, and I'm tired of being strong. And there's the conversation about we've lost compassion and empathy. Yeah, I think it comes up a lot where we say that people are cold, and I don't think that people are cold. I think that people have just been so consumed with trying to survive. And I think that survival shouldn't have to be the necessary. We should be supporting, right? Like, I think that's what it comes down to. And again, I'm not a professional. This is not what I do in my professional life. I am simply going off of the conversations and the messages that I've been getting from each of you since I've been doing these conversations. I don't even remember when I started them. I think April, which seems like a lifetime ago. So pollen cakes, welcome in. Gotta take that load off. Professional teacher, yeah. Yes, Sharishi. Thank you for coming back and bringing some friends along with you. I appreciate you bringing the support. So again, as I said, I normally only stream on a Wednesday. I've been talking about adding another show. This is the show that I wanted to add, but I don't want to just add another show and sit here and start having more guests to sit and talk about stuff. I want it to be stuff that we want to talk about. And I think sitting here and having us take a moment to decompress. The entire raid, like when I'm sitting there and I'm listening to Simply Moi and her guests talk about breastfeeding, as I said earlier, that's over 30 plus years ago for me. Don't want to go back down that path. Been there, done that, and I've moved on from it. But you hear stories of women who go through depression because they don't feel like they have a support group to help them going through the journey of what it is to breastfeed their kids. And most of them have more than one kid, right? There's no direct handbook that says this is what you need to do. Milk powder, yeah. There's a lot of that piece, right? Simply Moi also mentioned about finding your tribe. I call this community my collective. I've been trying to figure out what do I name you guys. I know if it's up to Jinx, you guys would be called the Tapsters. I'm sorry. That just doesn't work for me. It may work for, it doesn't work for me. So you guys are not the Tapsters. You guys are my collective, and we are the collective. And it's a coming together of people. Blues Roy, welcome in, sweetie. Hi. Thank you for being here and being a silent listener. It's all, and again, as I read these comments and you guys are saying you're enjoying the conversation, silent or loud, a little bit here, a little bit there, or just sitting back and absorbing it all. Again, it's something that we need to do more of. You don't want to overdo it. You want to make sure that there's substance to it, right? But I really feel that, finding your tribe, I call you guys the collective. We have all these pockets of community. And then what happens is we sit in these pockets of community, but we don't necessarily talk in these pockets of community. There might be a smaller pocket amongst us, right? The collective, as I call you guys, I have an internal collective, and that collective bundle is extremely small. And they know when they get a voice message from me, because people already outed me in my voice messages, I don't leave short voice messages because I feel safe to talk to those people about what's going on with me. And sometimes it might be a mental ramble of sorts. But at the end of the day, I know that they're on the receiving they're on the receiving end of that. I have a fan going because I'm trying not to look all drippy and sweaty. So that's what's making my throat dry. Sorry. But it's important to know that I feel safe to talk to them about what's going on with my life. And some of those same people are seeing me in this chats, and I'm laughing it up, and I'm joking, and I'm cutting up with this one, and I'm cutting up with that one. And I just left that person a message, and I'm snot nose crying about what's going on in my personal space, right? So when I say, I woke up on Wednesday and just said, I'm done with work. And I'm going to blame COVID, and I'm not blaming it in a negative way. I'm actually blaming it in a really positive way, because it reminded me the importance of living life. It reminded me of the importance of having gratitude for good people who have come into my life. I didn't come to Twitch to make friends. I came for the music, and along the way, I apparently I have a family who is here on a Saturday night to sit in this conversation and also share. When my guests tell me that they feel safe sitting down talking about what they're talking about in conversation with me, they're also in conversation with all of you, and they're sharing their personal life with all of you. And it's not just the time when they turn on to be a DJ or to be a podcaster, right? They are sharing their stories with you. I believe Stretch's conversation was over 5 hours. Jinx and I hit it over 5 hours. Mighty Mike, you and I talked about autism, and I remember that chat. We have a few folks that I haven't seen again, and I haven't reached out because I don't want to be in their business, right? Some folks in that conversation reached out and also expressed that they have kids with autism, and they're trying to figure out how do they get through, and how do they manage. And these are people that I'm peaching it up with and had no idea that they were having those struggles, because we don't take the time to have that conversation, right? We just keep it moving. Just seeing, I'm having to look to see if having to look and see you're in the room before I entertain. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. Because I'm going to leave that alone. Your energy is contagious, very honest and transparent. Thank you. I will not get emotional. I'm going to keep it together. I've had moments, you guys have seen me already cry on camera. So, and it's usually because someone's sharing their story and the softer side of Tap the Soul comes out. And again, I was saying before, and I got sidetracked, right? We get so forced into having to be strong, to have on a mask. Those of you who sub to my channel, you'll see that I've put a mask emote in there. How I'm going to use it, I haven't even decided yet. I just knew that there was an energy that said this is what had to be a part of what I'm doing, and it had to show up. And that's why I'm glad that it was approved and it's here. If you guys have ideas on how I can use it, let me know. I'm open to conversation for this to be community, collective. It's all of our voices. I may be here talking, but I am talking, and it's all of us. Italian gal, I say it all the time. It's okay not to be okay. Do you know how many times you see those postings all throughout Instagram and on Pinterest? And a lot of people just feel like, T.I., I did not know that. I had no idea. And DJ Mighty Mike, please feel free if you two are comfortable sharing. I don't know. And I'm just trying to put it out there. So T.I. baby, my love, I'm still offering you holy water and sage, just saying. So I did an in conversation with DJ Mighty Mike on this channel a few months ago, and it is posted on YouTube, but he's also in the chat. So if you two want to connect, I'm going to always offer that conversation as well, right? We all threw a bunch of words in the chat. I said them out loud. When I said behind my smile, what came up? What were those feelings? And I think if some of those words are resonating amongst each other, it shouldn't feel a way for one of us to send a whisper or an Instagram message and just check in on people. There's people in this chat I check in on. And then there's people in the chat that I haven't checked in on, and I feel horrible for it. And it's not even because I don't want to. Sometimes you just find the what you Sometimes you don't want to be intrusive into other people's life. You're not waiting for somebody to say, I'm not okay, tap the soul, come and help me. But you also don't want to feel like you're being too nosy in people's lives as well. So it's trying to figure out how to find that balance, right? You're always open to sharing. Yeah. Dr. Stretch. I've suffered from epilepsy since I was 18. Holy shit. See, never knew that. And you let me slap you around and give you all kind of verbal abuse. And I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. Doc, some of us have more than one mask. Yeah. So DJ Gritty, you made a comment earlier about my transparency and honesty. This is me. And I'm saying this is me, and it's not just this is me on stream. There's the folks in here, Dr. C being one of them, and a few others, whoever want to raise their hand and acknowledge that they talk to me and they tolerate me, by all means do so. I do not have the ability to mask who I am. So there's areas of me that I will block and protect, and I'm really just trying to protect my energy, but I don't know how to fake. So when I'm unhappy, I can still be unhappy on the inside and not share it on the outside. And that's me trying to protect you from getting my energy. Does that make sense? But I'm always trying to make sure that people get the most honest version side of whatever you want to say from me. And sometimes I know I am not for everybody. And I've just accepted that, right? Like just, yeah, I'm not. And I have to be okay with that. I spent a lot of years trying to be for everybody. You know, I have 2 older sisters, and you're trying to live up to the expectations of what your parents have for you, and what the church had for you, and what your teachers have for you, and for this person and that one. You spend so much time trying to fit into all of these different roles, you start to lose who the hell are you, right? Now that we're adults, I spent a lot of time trying to make sure that I raised my daughter in a way that would make her proud to say I'm her mom. I don't know if she does that. I know I'm a little crazy sometimes. She may want to disown me a lot of the times, but I love the relationship that I have with her. Is it always rosy? For the most part, yeah. But I think it's because of that same honesty, right? There's a lot of times where when I don't have it, I just say I don't have it. I think it's the easiest way, but I think we also are, and again, I'm gonna lean back onto the Black women side of it, right? We get caught up into this mindset that we are not supposed to show weakness. We're not supposed to show fear. We're not supposed to cry. We're supposed to, you know, to suck it up and just deal with it, right? Hate me, I don't care. I'm still coming in streams for music and fam. Yeah, right? I'm just gonna, not with girls, I'm just gonna scroll through because I'm pretty sure I'm missing some other conversations along the way. What I'm also loving is, as much as I'm sitting here babbling away, catching some of your comments, you guys are having a whole conversation amongst yourself. Again, this is what I talk about. Like, we do it when the DJs are playing music, we do it when we're in these type of a conversation, but I believe that there's a way that we can take this outside of Twitch. And a lot of us are doing that already, but take it to another layer. And I'm not saying we have to go and set up 25 support groups of any kind, but if you feel and you resonate with what people are saying in the chat and you want to send somebody a whisper or an Instagram message or whatever, and it's coming from a genuine place, and I'm stressing that because I think it really has to be coming from a genuine place where you guys can support each other, even if it is just a listening ear. Because a lot of the times I have a conversation with somebody on a regular basis, and I always say, I'm not looking to solution. I just need to get it out. Because when you keep it in, professional teacher, you talked about that before, right? When you're holding in that stress, it's eating away at you. Whirlwind Dreamer mentioned that in her stream, that, you know, stress actually eats away at you. It creates, I'm forgetting, is it plaque in your arteries, right? And if I said it wrong, I will go back because I clipped it and I plan to post it, hopefully with her permission. I don't want to speak outside of, you know, her comfort zone, but stress eats away at you. Sitting in silence eats away at you. I'm not saying you need to go and broadcast it everywhere that you go, but you should feel comfortable in talking amongst your collective or talking in your community. We need our cups filled up. Yeah. Cups up, drinks up. We shouldn't be consuming so much alcohol. Let me just say. Anyways, I'm not preaching to anybody because I could do with a drink right about now, but I'm not going to. So I've been talking about this for a while, and it literally hardens your heart. You're talking about stress, right? Yeah, Stress. Yeah. Sorry, Six Boss, you asked a question earlier. What has been the most memorable aha moment or something you've learned that has been valuable from the guests and conversations that you've had so far? I don't know why I feel choked up saying this right now. This, exactly what I am saying and doing right here. Um, I can't even tell you which one of the conversations. Every single conversation that I have had with a guest has resulted in messages from you guys talking about how much the conversation mattered, how much they appreciate me taking the time doing what I'm doing. And I make the joke all the time with DJ Smiles and I say, I'm just a girl on the stream. Literally, that's how I view myself. I'm just a girl on the stream. I said to somebody the other day that I feel invisible. And it wasn't because I was looking for attention for somebody. Oh, that's not the, I literally sometimes feel invisible. And it's not about in a Twitch stream or whatever. It's just life, right? Sometimes you just feel like you're just floating through life. You're not really grasping onto anything. This has been something that I've started to grasp and grab hold of because of all of you. So my aha moment is realizing that I've always been living my purpose, and I believe my purpose continues to getting fine-tuned. And my fine-tuning happened when I started doing this in conversation. The fine-tuned got 10 times more refined and in HD when I reached out to Doc and asked him to separate Born from Music and In Conversation with the color scheme. Because in conversation, that color scheme, those who follow my Instagram and can see the back of my wall, looks questionable right now with the lighting. It matches who I am. I want in conversation to feel like you are sitting on my couch. If your foot don't stink, you can put your foot on my footstool. If your foot stink, keep your socks on and keep your shoes on. I'll let it slide. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to feel like you can let loose, you can be relaxed. And I didn't want to always have it associated with the raid. I really wanted to get to this moment. And I know it's a really long-winded answer, but it really is, where's your damn coffee? Listen, you know what? No, I'm not dropping the bar in here. Go find your own drinks. It really is all of you giving me this aha moment that I need to do this more. I need to hone in. So when I said behind my smile, I want you to personalize it, right? If I just said behind the smile, it's general. But when you say behind my smile to yourself, it is specific. One and only Sammy Joe, welcome in. It really does give you a moment to take pause and take stock and pulse on where you are at that moment. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to drop everything and fix a specific issue unless you feel you need to. But sometimes I think we just need to stop 60 seconds, ask yourself that question, just to take inventory on where you are. And then you figure out what do you need to do from there. So if those words come up and there's something that's sticking, one of those words comes up and it's like, thank you, SelectressMistressKush. Yeah. When I was saying behind the smile, it wasn't hitting, right? But when you say behind my smile, you stop and think, well, yeah, what's going on behind my smile? And really, it could be happy moments, right? When I have a moment when I wake up and, all of the details around my health look good, I'm overjoyed. The fact that I wake up alone a lot of days is my happy moment. And I try to carry that throughout my day. I will still road rage. I will still tell people about their clot while I'm driving, but I'm doing it with, as I say, when I'm in the car with my daughter, with love and blessings, because I need to remember that as much as I'm going to cuss somebody while they're road raging and I'm doing whatever and they cut me off, I still have an opportunity to actually do that, right? That when you're 5 minutes late and you pass an accident, if you were 5 minutes on time, you could have been the accident. It could have been a fatality. So those little things you try to find, I'm always going to say you try to find the positive out of every situation, right? Still cuss your ass. Of course. Of course. So hold on. I need to go back and look at some of these comments. This is why I'm going to smile with people. Doc, you know what? I'm going to out Doc right now. Doc puts on this bad man forward, bad man thing. And you know what? And I'm sure that's one of the many masks that he wears. But Doc is probably one of the most caring individuals. And if you sat through the conversation that we had 2 weeks ago, you can hear him when he's talking about always trying to help people. He has such a humble humble way about him, and he is such a force to be reckoned with. And he is such a Drea, you're not late. You're here. You're on time. Oh, I'm snitching. I'm absolutely snitching. The full conversation of he and I is on YouTube. And it does not do him it doesn't do him justice. I'm honestly saying this. I still feel like there's a lot that was left on the table that we didn't get into, and I would love to go a lot further. He is one of those people that will absolutely step forward and help you. I've had moments, and he's helped me through doing what I'm doing, right? As I said, he was one of the people that helped me figure out how do I separate what I'm doing. All of my overlays minus this one is him. And this is why when I talk about, again, I'm going to tie it back, the female empowerment movement rate and the importance of our kings standing beside us and standing behind us. There's so many kings out there that are helping us. If we just look around, we can see it. We can still be strong and still be soft. I believe that is a thing. I think we're allowed to actually do it, right? We don't need anybody's permission. There are society situations where there are women who are having their power taken away from them. But at the end of the day, we all already have our power. Nobody can give us power. We already have it. We just have to neutralize how people have access to it, and we have to activate how we want to use it. Do you want to use it for good, or do you want to use it for evil? Me, I like to use it for both, depending on if I want to be petty or if I want to be a proper human being. It depends. I actually have an emote for that part. Every once in a while, I see you put that part or that part. I got an emote there for that as well. But yeah, I think, TI baby, like there's a whole conversation I want to have with you right now. We got to talk. I think there is a lot of opportunity with this platform that I have. And I want to make sure that this platform that I have is for all of you as much as it is for me to turn on. So I'm saying it behind my smile. Do I know when I'm going to do my next one? Nope. It will probably be more this type of a conversation, but I want to get a little bit deeper, right? I want to know that we are having topics. So if you guys have a topic that you want to talk about, whether you want to throw it in a chat, I would really prefer if you send me a whisper. Instagram message would be a lot easier for me to see, because sometimes my whispers get interesting and I don't go in there because sometimes it's creepy, and I won't call names. But if you have topics that you want to talk about as a community, let me know, right? If you want me to have a guest join us in a conversation, let me know. Like I'm doing this, but I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing it for all of us to come together. I'm a hydrate, and I'm going to have to turn this fan off soon. So again, I'm going to wrap this up soon because thank you for the bits. Thank you. Sorry if I missed it. Professional teacher, thank you. Oh, original man, no worries. Oh yeah, let me do some administrative stuff while we're at it. For those of you who are new here, please click the follow button. Please turn on your notifications. Twitch is a pain in the ass. Yes, I said it in regards to notifications. I normally turn on a Wednesday. For this, behind my smile, I'm probably gonna do something where it looks very similar to In Conversation. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of another day. I've been trying to figure out another day to turn on Twitch. I don't know, because it gets into a point. DJ Smiles, welcome in. Please give the lovely Mr. DJ Smiles a shout out. Thank you for joining us in conversation for the last stop in the female empowerment movement raid. I'm just going to put this here so you guys can see that's everybody that was in the raid earlier. We are having an in conversation with all of you. The main concept is behind my smile. I know you and I have had conversations way back in the day in regards to all of the stuff that goes on behind the camera. Before, I thought I'd be behind a camera, and now I'm living behind the camera. But the concept of behind my smile is for you to actually say that to yourself, and you can resonate with, or you can identify with what comes up when you say that to yourself. I've asked the community to do it, and they shared a whole bunch of things. If you want to do that, absolutely. It turned to another job. I missed a piece of that, professional teacher. What did I miss? If I've missed your comment, please drop it in. Italian gal, I should be blocking whispers. I can't, because sometimes, you know, as a mod, some really valuable conversation hits her that I need to share. Disco Darren, welcome in. Disco Darren, it might be safe to talk about football here because I don't have a sword today, so I won't abuse you. As long as Twitch commitment, yeah. As long as you were talking about the right football, because there is some UK folks that are still here and they may come at you if you reference the wrong type of football. Professional teacher, I want to touch on that actually. Twitch has become a second job. Yeah, it has. I don't think Spanish Mommy, welcome in, streaming. I don't think I realized the administrative responsibility. And Doc and I get into this chat all the time. I stream through a program called StreamYards. It ties into There's Only One Football. See, I knew. Just saying that, there you go. Disco Darren, you and Dr. C can have a conversation and fight it out. So I stream through StreamYards and it links me automatically to Twitch. I'm not a partner, so the conversations are only on my page for 2 weeks if I post it. I think these conversations are important and they should be somewhere. So I created a YouTube page. So that's why you constantly hear me saying, please go and subscribe. I want to know that those conversations are being caught or re-caught if needs be, right? In order to put them there, it doesn't take much, but then you have to remind people that it's there. So I need to put a program in place and have the discipline in place to remind people to go and check out the YouTube and put the YouTube content there. And then there's content for a stream and professional teacher. I know I'm saying all this right now because when you say like it's a commitment and you don't want to just turn on and talk trash. For me, I'm not going to just turn on my channel and talk a bunch of trash and say, oh, I had a bunch of people here and we're talking. It has to be meaningful conversation. I want to know that when I turn off my stream and when you guys go off to the next place that you're going to go off to, that you actually go and you could say and said, that was a good conversation. It made me think of whatever. And it doesn't mean you need to send me a message. If you do, I welcome them. That's great. But I want to know that you take away something because you spend your time and your energy here. And I will always say it, your time and your energy is non-refundable. So you being here in this chat, I can't give you back your time and your energy. So I want to make sure that you have good use of it by being here and that you learn something. And you know, there's a moment when you're debating if you want to scroll back up, and then you're just like, maybe I shouldn't scroll up because Six Boss may say something and then I'm going to want to kick her suitcase. You know what I mean? Anyways, so Disco Darren, you're going to put yourself in trouble because there's quite a few UK folks in here. SelectressMistressKush, Dr. C, there's no protective armor here for you, Disco Darren. So you're on your own. Yeah, professional teacher. Yeah, you know. I ain't say shit. Oh, okay, I was just checking. So he, hold on. Is Mighty Mike gonna try to put himself in a conversation he should really sit his ass and not get involved in? Is that what I'm seeing right now? American football? Yeah, you know what? Careful, because Mighty Mike, you might get a Dear John letter sooner than you'd like to. Just saying, oh, look at that, as that little notification comes up. We have a raid coming up on August the 23rd, and I might do a pop-up, I'm not sure yet, but it starts with Dr. C, and look at that. The next person on the lineup says DJ Mighty Mike, but there might be a vacancy there. Then we have DJ Pano Vibes, we have DJ Gritty, and then we're gonna wrap it up with DJ D Money. So DJ Mighty Mike, choose your words wisely, because I may be taking applications to fill a spot between 4 to 5:30. Just saying. Whew, it's rough in these streets. I'm a big boy. You are a big boy. I've seen your pictures on your Tuesday stream. So, folks, we've been at this for a while. Dr. Stretch, I'm gonna say thank you for sharing what you shared in the stream earlier. I would, yeah, you can get fired. Yeah, as I said, like, you know, it's that honesty, transparency thing that Gritty talked about. Yeah, I'll hire and fire you like with no filter. Soccer all day, meaning, you know what? I'm not getting into this conversation. Folks, behind my smile, I welcome the conversation. I welcome the messages. Let me know where would you like to go from here. I do plan to turn on again. I do plan to continue this conversation. I was really using this as a pulse check. I knew that the community that would be here for the female empowerment movement raid are coming with the mindset of togetherness and of community. My collective, all of you here, have always been here supporting, right? And it's not even just me. You've been here supporting each other. I need to shout out, and I don't think I did that before, and I apologize. Apple Blossom, Queen Maud, I need to say thank you. You have been very, very supportive. I had no idea when I asked you to help me out when I was doing one of the first in conversations that you would be such a solid piece of my team to support me. You've been awesome. Off stream, on stream, you take care of the community, you support the community, you support my collective. And I'm saying my collective because I'm greedy and I don't want to share them with anybody, but all of you are my collective. You keep me going in ways that I don't even get into right now, that some of you know. The days that I am having whatever I'm having behind my smile, you guys get me through. So Apple Blossom, I just want to say again, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for showing up. I know that there's other folks who have a sword and they're not here today because they're jamming it up with DJ Smiles in New York somewhere. And I'm assuming that their jet lagged had lagged them. And they get a shout out all the time because although they're not here today, they get a lot of messages back and forth supporting me in regards to, did I just see Flippers to the World Blood Collective? Yeah, you two are just on your own. But again, there's a lot of people that I can sit here. And when I say a lot of people, it's really a small handful of people who are entirely supportive in a way that I'd never expected and I never asked for. And I really appreciate all of you. And then to those of you who show up every time I turn on, when the notifications work, this is awesome. Again, I appreciate you. It's funny because earlier when I asked myself behind my smile, one of the answers I gave was loneliness. And as I said, it was weird to say the word loneliness when I have all of you, right? So I'm going to scroll and see what kind of inappropriateness is going on right about now. Jason, thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Anybody else that I missed? You are doing the Lord's work. There's a lot of you doing the Lord's work. There's a lot of you that have reached out to each other, or you've reached out to me. And, you know, I always talk about, yeah, it is different. Six Boss, sometimes you say some stuff and you really surprise me. I have to say, I love what you said. That's why I tagged it. Yeah, and I just said what I said out loud. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just totally threw me off. Yeah. It's weird for me to tell my in real life friends about my Twitch friends. You know what I've done about that, Brown Ting? My in real life friends have become my in real life friends that are my Twitch friends. My in real life friends don't really exist much. They don't really exist much anymore. Yeah, I'm like tongue tied right about now. Like truly, honestly, it's come to that point where, and I've heard other people say it, right? You know, people for 10, 20, 30 years or 5 years or your high school friends or whatever. And then there's the Twitch people that come along, and the way that they've entered into our life and the community and the connection that you've had with them. There's a lot of these people that I talk to and I interact with. They feel like they've been with me for a lifetime. I had to think about how I wanted to word that, right? And then she goes back to being 6, right? Yeah. There's like, she had that moment, right? You saw that, Smiles, right? Where you're just kind of like, and then it left. I'm going to say that, you know, that was that extra puff of whatever flavor she's smoking right about now. It just came and it just left. But we all witnessed that there was that moment with 6. So 6, we had that moment. Yeah, we had it. So folks, we've been at this for over an hour. I didn't even think that I was going to get 45 minutes. Atomic. Oh, I've actually, you know what? We're not going to talk about that. Coming up next week, Wednesday, I'm in conversation with Gritty, DJ Gritty, who just celebrated her 1-year anniversary. I have integrated my friends. Yeah. The week after that is the Born from Music raid that I talked about, right? The week after that is my administrative work on Twitch stuff. There we go. And it probably will be another pop-up of this. And it will be specifically behind my smile, and there'll be some more meat and potatoes behind it because I really do want to get into the next level of conversation. And seasons change according to your growth and your need. That's what I wanted to touch on. So it's unfortunate that she's not here. So Simply Moi had mentioned, men can get into their arguments and still remain as friends. Sometimes as females, we don't do so well at that. Um, and why is that? And that is the perfect answer. And I know Apple Blossom, I'm just outing everybody that I've been talking to lately because you guys have been so influential in helping me get through. Some people are just not meant to be with you on the journey for the full journey, right? And that's been something that's been hard for me to accept recently. I've had some really important people that I genuinely love from my soul remove themselves from my space. Um, and it's hard. I don't regret the time, but it's still hard to face because you enjoyed the space that they filled. But then you have to get reminded that they were there for that point of your journey for whatever that reason was. And then that journey continues. And it's not in an anger. There's no like big fight or brawl or anything like that. But I think if we try to take that approach and understanding that everyone has a timer, sometimes I'd like the timer to not exist, to be honest with you, because you get comfortable, right? Like I'm just, again, behind my smile, I'm going to speak my truth, right? You get comfortable, especially at this stage of life, with certain people and certain energies. It helps you get through. It helps you cope. It helps you manage. And you hope that you're not depleting them and that you're also feeding them, right? And it could be, it could be a coworker, it could be a partner, it could be someone you're in a relationship with. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a relationship like boy-girl relationship, right? When you have an energy connection with somebody, you never want to lose that connection if it feels good. That's me. That's where I'm at. And I want everybody with me for my lifetime. Every morning that I wake up, it's a blessing. And I'm not saying that flippantly. I'm saying that every morning that I wake up, it is a blessing. And it's a blessing for all of us, but it's an extra step for me to wake up and see that I can wake up and function and do what I need to do throughout my day. So all of those people, and I'm saying all those people, like there's a lot of people, but those people who are in my circle, in my trusted bubble, I never want to lose them because they help keep me going. Yeah, right. Like just, and I, Miriam, it helps you learn. Yeah. Lady Neeks, that was a hard one for me to accept as well. I'm still trying to accept it. Right. So there, and Brownting, you mentioned it earlier about your real life friends and your Twitch friends. I have some friends from my real life that I never thought I would lose. I thought that I'm about to celebrate, I'm the golden age of hip hop. So I thought I'd be celebrating a milestone this year, and that some of those people that I have decades of history and memories with, I'd be sitting down and celebrating my birthday later this year with these people, talking and reminiscing on the memories and making more memories and growing old together. And instead, it's just memories, and the void is there because those real life friends have moved on and I've moved on. And it's a part of things that we have to deal with. And I don't think we always deal with it well, which we've all just said in the chat. So this brings us back to this conversation here, right? Like you try to figure out, how do you support each other? I'm not trying to fill a void for somebody who is no longer, but it also makes you guarded and trusting because you don't want to lose another good energy that has come along, right? Some people just have to get cut off. I agree with you. And to your point, professional teacher, just enjoy the memories. Yeah, yeah. I'm not one of those who can just say, well, that's not true. It depends on who and what. Some people I can just say snip and you're done. And then there's some people where it's not as easy as we would like it to be because you had more good memories than bad. And you want to hold on to the good memories and you want more of the good memories. And sometimes they've gotten you through your bad times and you know that you need them and you think that they need you, right? I think that's just, and I know family members, same thing. There's some family members that I thought I'd still be really, really close with. And as we've gotten older and our kids are grown up and we've all gone separate ways, and you look back and you still look back on the memories and you still enjoy all of it. But you kind of feel that void that it wouldn't be nice to let them see and know where you are right now. And learn where are they right now in their journey. And maybe there's opportunities for the journeys to come together again. But if not, you have to just, I don't want to say mourn the loss, right? Just, yeah. Love from a distance. Yeah. That part. I would drop my own emote right about now. Let me actually do that. There we go. That part. So Disco Darren is still on the football thing, eh? Dude. Yeah. Mighty Mike, let the people you are close to know you love them and appreciate them. You never know when. Yeah. Sometimes I don't think that's enough. I think that is a topic I think that we still should be having. And it's probably relationships, right? And this is not about, the husband and the wife and the whatever. Like, I don't want it to be limited. It's like, let's have a conversation about relationships. Because I think a lot of what you guys are saying here, I'm going to watch the replay of this and catch a lot of what I'm missing right about now. Do you like your ass left? See, Disco Darren, dude, save yourself, because it's not looking good for you. 6, more times, when we need to cut someone off, but we don't believe people when they show us who they are. Yeah. And you know what that usually comes down to? Yeah, these comments it's the football comments, right, Smiles? The football comments are just next level right about now. 6, you know what I always find that comes down to? We have an interpretation or a version of the person, and they show us their true self. And it doesn't even mean that that's the full true self. It's the true self that they've chosen that you get. And sometimes I'm going to say that that's unfortunate, because that might not be the whole person of who they are, but because you only see that version and it doesn't align with your vision of what that person was supposed to be, that's usually where the breakdown happens. So they always say you're supposed to just accept people as they are. How they show themselves is how they show themselves to you is how they want you to see them. And sometimes your eyesight and their vision of what they want you to see, they don't align. And that's also the hard part, because then you have to make a decision. It's either you realign your focus, because what they're showing you is what you're getting, unless they want to sit down and have a conversation and you realign and see if there's a reason why there should be a different type of focus, right? Yeah. When people show you who they are, believe them. Yeah. I still struggle with that, because sometimes I feel that the version that some people show you who they are is also fear, because they don't know if they're comfortable. And I don't want to say trusting, because then that's a whole different conversation. They may not be comfortable in showing the full version of themselves. So they give you a version, and they expect you to just take it, right? You see what you want to see. Yeah. And you intentionally don't see a lot of things as well. I'll be single forever. 6, you're a topic within itself. And I'm just not going to go there tonight, because Jesus saves. We're just going to leave it there. In regards to ass slapping, professional teacher, Disco Darren, I know we're talking about football, but there's a whole other thing that's going on right about now. It is 10:43 at night, and ass slapping conversations just takes you into one of 6's channel conversations, and that's not here. Yeah. Italian gal, I am who I am on Twitch. What you see on here is me, period. Me for the most part, except you're not going to see me in a dance with peaching it up. Nope. I am in a corner. Yeah, Miriam is always trying to take me out of a corner, but I am in a corner and I am vibing. So yeah, correction is 3:43. I'm sorry. The majority of the people here are in Eastern Standard Time or close to. So Dr. C, don't do that. Like, we appreciate you. And I know SelectressMistressKush is still here, and a few others. You UK folks that just love us Eastern Standard Time while you're here socializing with us, yeah, but it's 10:44 p.m. That's what we're working on. Because if you're gonna say that it's 3-something in the morning, I don't know if I'm supposed to be mingling with all of you at 3-something in the morning, because that's some ungodly hour for some ungodly actions. And I don't know y'all that well to be doing that this time of the morning in a group setting. Let's just go there. So what other comments do we have? You were asking for a cussing, and that was a polite cussing. Dr. Stretch said something, and I want to catch that. I lost most of my friends when I first started to get sick, but I gained more over time. I'm handling with my health. You know, Dr. Stretch, it's interesting that you say that. I was recently diagnosed with a chronic illness, and I don't talk about it publicly. Some people know. A lot of people just know that I've not been well, and that's why sometimes I'm quiet in a chat. And other people know a lot of details. And it's something to know that people are there for you, not out of pity, but out of genuine concern for you, the human being, whether you were sick or not. I've learned that there's some people that have been in my space that made it feel like they were more around me as a pity party, instead of being around me to be around me just because I'm the same person. Yeah, there's a little bit of a wrinkle in the future of my life, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm still the same person. I'm still a pain in the ass. I'm still a brat. I'm still a girl in a stream. But the good thing is that you're handling your health. And the good thing is that you know that you have a community of people that are here to support you. Yeah. DJ Miss A King Mod is in the house. Welcome in, Team Shellings. It is 10:46 p.m. The jet lag has not sit in on the King Mod. Welcome in. Those of you who are not following, I'm pretty sure all of you are following. Please follow. Please follow Dr. C. Please follow Team Shellings. Please follow DJ Smiles. Please follow SelectressMistressKush. Please follow Six Boss. Please follow DJ Mighty Mike, the mightiest of mics. Professional teacher, I know you said that it's a job lately, but let me know if you're still streaming. I would love to know so we can come and support you. DJ Miss Vegas is cooking, and I'm waiting for my Tupperware dish. Disco Darren, I'm not sure if I should be giving you love because you're just trying to get an ass whipping in my channel, apparently. But Disco Darren has an awesome stream, a really, really awesome stream. I try to catch him on Tuesdays when I can. Please check him out as well. I am scrolling. Secret Sunday edition, Snakey the Legend. Still scrolling. Who have I missed? If I've missed you, let me know. I'm not intentionally missing anybody. All of you who stream, now that I'm a new streamer on the scene, I completely get it. I remember having a conversation with somebody and they warned me about all of this and I didn't really pay attention and now I'm living it. But again, you know, as I said before, and I'll say again, Selectress Mistress Kush, Black Beauty, if you're still here as well, sweetie, you sent an invitation my way and I'm absolutely grateful and honored that you extended the invite my way. What makes this even more powerful is the amount of kings that you have been throughout the raid, who show up, who is, why is everyone in violence tonight? That's how we do, yo. Disco Darren, is just, you set yourself up for that when you come into a chat and you're the minority. I really believe that female empowerment is more than just queens coming together, fighting for rights that we definitely deserve. I think it is a community effort. I think our kings need to be by our side. Our kings need to be standing beside us. And I'm going to say sometimes we need our kings to lead us. And we should not have fault or issue with them leading us if they're leading us in the right way to support us and not to lead us to own us or control us. I think that gets mixed in the message a lot, where we seem to miss the fact that we can have a king lead us. It's not a bad thing. You just need to make sure that they are leading us in the right direction. Use your judgment. Stop and have a conversation about what is their purpose in your life. Not everybody shows up is for good, and not everybody that shows up is for bad. Sometimes I feel that we get into a female movement and we forget that we do need our kings. I am saying that. I need all of my kings that are in my circle to be there for me. Even the ones who are, I'm going to be a brat and be like, even those who want to be ignorant and not show up or selectively show up, I still need them. Just, you know, at some point they'll clue in and they'll be there, but we definitely need them. No, you're not the only American. You're just the only loud American. That's your problem. That's why you're getting so much ass whipping. Spotlight Sound, welcome in again, Grinds. Again, another king. You check in, you're supportive. Why Black mental health discussions are vital. You know, I wanted to touch on that, and that is a conversation I would like to bring. I'd like to bring here. I would like to actually know that there are some strong kings that would like to get into a panel conversation with me. I can have a number of folks jump on a stream with me, and I think we should talk about it. Mr. Stretch, I hope you're doing okay, hun. I thought by now that you would definitely would have crashed. Apparently, you're still going, so I'm glad. I hope you're enjoying New York for all of us. Those of you who are in the New York area or close enough and a short flight away, there is a royalty idea. A royalty. I just read your comment, Apple Blossom. It threw me off. There is a royalty event happening in New York. I don't have the flyer close at hand. It's on everyone's Instagram. Caribbean Vibes, Spotlight Sound, Diamond Mood Swing, Diamond, I'm on the road in Brooklyn, Diamond Mood Swing, Diamond Stone Love, and DJ Smiles. I don't think I missed anyone, right? Spotlight, Smiles, Team Shellings, Diamond, and Caribbean Vibes. Yes, I think I caught everybody. An awesome event. It sounds like August 26th. Thank you. That was one of the commands I was actually going to put in here. I probably will put it in here and I'll drop the flyer for next week. Those of you who are planning to attend, awesome Twitch link up. I think that, again, community coming together and just vibing out and having a good time. So many faces. There's a lot of people that I have met on Twitch, and you're all special. There's some I've still yet to meet, but I look forward to meeting you all in the near future. I'm just going to scroll up and see if there's any other comments. Good idea. Yeah, great idea. Yeah, you know what, Apple Blossom, I actually have to thank Dr. C for reminding me. So the program that I use here allows me to have up to 9 guests, and I think 9 is overkill. But I know in the past, there's a pending conversation with myself, Selected Jinx, and Team Shellings at the request of Selected Jinx. So at some point, we'll do something like that. But along the way of just having, a good in conversation amongst the family of families within our community, I would love to have a panel conversation with a few of you. And it doesn't have to just be about men and mental health. I think mental health is a conversation we need to talk about regardless. I think there's various illnesses that we need to talk about. We talked about Blood Clot Gal's survivor story last week, and it raised a lot of conversation amongst all of us. We're all going through something, and the common conversation is when you feel an ache and a pain, don't just ignore it. Don't just take 2 pills and sit on this and soak into that and rub this here and do this there. Truly look into it. Otherwise, you become in a reactive mode of whatever that problem could have been prevented earlier. I am speaking from my own experience. Being ignorant to what you're feeling and just shrugging it off is not a good way to live, especially for us in our age. I think there was only one of these folks that mentioned that they were in their 30s somewhere, right? The rest of us are in our 40s to 50s. I think it's really important that we really start to. Sometimes it's hard to trust the healthcare. You can't trust the healthcare, right? Blood Clot Gal's story is just that. You cannot trust the healthcare, which comes back to self-advocacy, right? And it comes back to us talking to each other. A lot of the conversations we can have with each other about a lot of the stuff going on, again, and it's just giving you the confidence to face what you need to face. A lot of us ignore what's going on because we're scared of what's going to be on the other side of it. I saying that for myself, right? When you keep feeling an ache and a pain, you just keep rubbing it off and ignoring it. You're just going to hope it's just going to go away because you don't want to deal with it. You've dealt with grief. You've dealt with loss. Sometimes the symptoms seems like something that you've seen somebody else go through. There's all this other stuff, right? And sometimes you just need your collective and your community to be there to help you go through it, right? Brown Ting, I'm posting, right? I just posted that. There's so many of these things, right? So again, we've been at this for almost 2 hours. I need to find somebody to raid momentarily, but just to wrap this up, volume 21 of the Female Empowerment Movement Raid. Everybody within the raid gave some nugget of information, some piece of energy, right? And as I said, Simply Moi and team, when they're talking about the breastfeeding, I may be past that point, but other people in the chat were getting some nuggets in that conversation. Jen, just reminding us to live life and have fun with the Soca wine, right? And then you get into Whirlwind Dreamer. I need to check her out because when she, Spotlight, I'll ban you, when she started talking about, I guess she's taken a hiatus. This is the first time I heard who she was, right? So when you hear her talking about, her own life and taking that break and doing a check-in on yourself, as soon as she started talking, I felt more confident coming to you guys today to talk about Behind My Smile. It wasn't just a crazy idea like all of the other crazy ideas I seem to come up with, right? It really does, it really does matter what I'm talking about here. You guys have said it, to your question before, right? The aha moment. There's something that other people are streaming. There's other people that are talking. I don't go into a lot of other channels because I just don't have the bandwidth. If other people are having these conversations, go and support the other people that are also having these conversations. Just because I'm having them, it doesn't mean you can't go and support somebody else, and vice versa, right? Um, um, I'm not sure what the eyes are for. Disco Darren streams, and I have not been able to catch all of his streams, but I appreciate the fact that he shows up here every Wednesday. Today to be a shit disturber on a Saturday, apparently, but normally he shows up every Wednesday and he engages in conversation, right? Again, community without barriers. I've been saying it. There's all these little things that I'm dropping, and I'm dropping them because I want you guys to see, to just step back, right? Behind your smile, take a moment. What's going on with your life? How are you operating throughout Twitch? Why do you need to be in a siloed bubble? Why can't you jump around and visit other people's streams? Somebody only has 6 people in their stream. Go and support them. And you know what? And I wish he was here today for this. DJ Pano Vibe. When we did the first in conversation with Dr. C and DJ Smiles, and we talked about what defines, a big streamer, and we talked about numbers and everything else, it prompted me to go and check him out. I hadn't gone into his stream before. I knew who he was, but again, the time that he goes on, I'm usually working. I'm usually working when I have music playing in the side, like playing in an ear. And I remember I went into the stream, and you know what did it for me is he was playing good music and he was playing it well, but he brought the conversation to his community. And that was dope. He didn't know I was in the stream. So when I actually announced that I was there and said, hey, hi, by the way, it made me realize I needed him on one of my raids. I needed him to be a part of the community, for people to see what I saw when I went into his stream that day. And it took a couple of tries, but sure enough, he's going to be on the stream that is coming on the raid that's coming up in 2 weeks. So again, there's so many opportunities for us to support each other, and we just need to take a moment and do it, right? You don't have to be siloed into one community versus another. I'd love to know why DJ Smiles was giving me eyes. I'm trying to figure out, what did I do or what didn't I do right about now? I don't know if I'm going to say what I'm going to say out loud, but I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm asking you guys to all do the same. Listen, Doc, don't even get me started. Let me do this first. I'm going to come back to your comment. Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath. Those who want to join me, take oh, Smiles, I'm coming for you after this. So those of you who want to join me in this right now, behind my smile, take a moment. I'm closing my eyes just because you guys are going to totally distract the hell out of me right about now. So with the clear space, whether you want to take 5 seconds, 60 seconds, it's entirely up to you. Take a moment behind my smile. Take that break. What comes up after it? Anything that I was thinking right now, I'm not going to say out loud. This one I'm going to keep personal. However, I'm going to do this. And the reason why I'm going to do this, because you want me to approach this conversation with violence instead of with love. Remember, I was just saying earlier that you can have a really good day and you can still road rage the hell out of somebody and say it's like with peace, love, and blessings. So I'm going to peace, love, and blessings that comment that you made just now. DJ Smiles, is that a question you would like me to answer? Or are you just being an ass to be an ass? Because I am more than happy to answer this question. More than happy. And you know why I'm more than happy? Because I know I extended an invitation to you and you actually didn't respond back to me. I don't know if it's because you got a Dear John letter to take a vacation and you decided to just never come back. Because I didn't terminate your employment. I'm not sure if you read the fine print of your contract, but I don't care what he put behind a 6 boss. Stay out of big people conversation. But you know, if you would like to read your contract and come back to the job because you haven't been fired, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm just saying. Now, let me go back to Doc. since Doc would like some help, Doc, if you are able to find help to quit your day job, please let me know, because I also want to quit my day job and do something more meaningful. I just want to make sure I'm getting the paycheck or more, not less. I know I'm worth more, not less. So I'm pretty sure DJ Smiles is not even going to respond to me right about now, because that's kind of how he does. But, I'm just going to take this as, abuse. I'm not properly cussing anybody. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, DJ Smiles is one of my people, but for some reason he seemed to have, like, that, there's always that disclaimer somewhere. He seems to think that his vacation notice was a termination notice. You're not on long-term disability leave. Like, check in. I'm waiting for you to get back on one of these Born for Music raids. Yeah, I just said that out loud. Yep, to a bunch of people. I have witnesses. Team Shellings, if you would like to drape some up on my behalf, I would appreciate it. Actually, then again, don't, because I know that he's taking care of you out there. So wait, let me see. What does Mighty Mike have to put himself now? So wait, Smiles can't quit, but you can get fired on your day off. Yeah, because if you take the wrong side of a conversation, you're showing that you are not aligned, and you will put yourself in trouble here. And aligning yourself to Disco Darren and American football is not working in your favor. Yeah. DJ Smiles, we know it's because you bring the numbers. Yeah. See, all them things. Dr. C, don't you get careful, because you trying to get put on, like, on disability for, like, the day job and the part-time job at this point. Like, come on, man. Come on. Anyways, all said in fun, because somebody right now is gonna sit there and be like, oh wow, that conversation between DJ Smiles and TaptheSoul, and she wasn't. Nah, get over it. It's all love amongst all of us. Spotlight Sound, yeah, Just Chance, good morning. I guess you were just sitting here snooping throughout all the conversation and popped out when I said DJ Smiles getting cussed or something. That's, or you're just coming in from partying. You were driving. What now? Since when you can't multitask? Really? DJ Smiles, I'll repeat it again for you. Let me do this again, so everybody can hear the conversation. You just woke up. Wow, you got sleep. That's good. Mr. DJ Smiles, please be advised that the documentation that you received a few months ago was not a termination of employment. It was a temporary vacation. Please note that you are still an active employee of the Born from Music family. And at some point in time, I would like to get your confirmation when you will be willing to resume your duties and show up for work on one of these monthly rates. Did you hear that loud and clearly now, Sir DJ Smiles? Just want to make sure that you heard that. Yeah, that's it. And please note that there is no option. She's so Karen right now. This bitch did not just call me that. Please be advised that HR cannot help you. You are not able to negotiate. If you want to carry on with bad behavior to get fired, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. DJ Mighty Mike is a special case, but we all know DJ Mighty Mike is a special case because he's a scammer. That's why he's had to change his name 17,957 times. Just saying. Yeah. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this up soon. As a Karen, I can confirm that. Wow. Hi, Karen Graham. Welcome in. I just want to say I absolutely love you guys. You guys totally are making my Saturday night right about now. People, you were fired. Do we need to enter into litigation? Because don't let me pull out the contract. Because I have evidence and receipts that where I actively requested, can't even say the word properly. I requested, why can't I say the word? I asked for your ass to return to the job and you did not fulfill. There you go. So me not able to say the word doesn't change the fact that it's still going to come out. And I came out with hostility right about now. And it should have been with peace and love. So let me try that again. I expect you, DJ Smiles, to honor the contract of being a part of the Born for Music family. Therefore, you are not on vacation. You're not on long-term disability. That's not how this works. Spotlight Sound, careful, because you're in that bucket as well. You are definitely in that bucket, and I have receipts for you as well. So folks like Dr. C, folks like Mr. Stretch, folks like Mighty Mike, who you're still employed. I just may put you on special assignment, but you're still employed. There's a few of you who show up and honor your employment contract, and I greatly appreciate you. But there's some strong offenders, Spotlight Sound, DJ Smiles, who seem to be running rogue right now, and that's okay. I mean, if you feel that the community doesn't want to be warranted with your, fabulous DJing skills, and you want to be selfish about it, then fine. Just say that. Just say that we're not good enough for you to be a part of. If that's the way you want to do that. You get your licks. You get your licks. And you getting cussed, and you getting cussed, and you getting a free cussing. I'm in the next raid because I put my Dr. C does do my flyer. So there is that. Yeah, he just magically appeared there. Yeah, and I had to find a time slot for him. Dr. C, careful, because I only started my raid earlier to accommodate your UK limitations. Again, see, people, are you seeing this? I put so much love into all of these people. I try to make myself accommodating to their needs. And this is what I get. I get a whole bunch of lip, and I get a whole bunch of disgruntled employees who are going to use the excuse of driving why they can't respond to something. Like, all this, yeah. Maybe if I can learn how to do Spotlight, maybe you just need to reply to a message. How about that? So, Apple Blossom, do we have somewhere that we should be rating out to? Again, you know what, guys? I have to say, for a Saturday night and an in conversation with the female empowerment movement raid, I am feeling very powered to apparently cuss all of you with love, peace, and blessings, of course, because you're all bringing your time and energy here. This chat is a total mess. This is worse. No, just chance you can go back to bed. Is this Tapisha? Dr. C would have to tell you that. Dr. C is the one who gave me that name. And he's given me the image of what Tapisha looks like. And I'm just going to leave that there. Dr. Stretch, what did you say? Now I'm scrolling looking for you because I feel like you just intentionally always put yourself into something. La 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 la. Oh, you actually didn't. Well, Dr. C, you put yourself there. Yeah, see, and I apologize, Dr. Stretch, because you always seem to throw yourself in front of a bus. Today you didn't, so I appreciate you. Thank you. See how nice it can be. You see how nice it can be when, yeah, I'm making you work. Yeah. Thank you so much for this chat session. Yeah. BFM union meeting tomorrow. There might have to be. I might actually get banned. I might not be able to go on people's streams tomorrow. So if you don't see me in some of the DJ streams tomorrow, it's probably because they banned me. I used to be down with the in crowd. I'm not even in the in crowd. Just gonna leave that right there. So SelectressMistressKush and Black Beauty are probably questioning the invitation they had extended to me for volume 21 of their female empowerment movement raid. I trust that my behavior today has not tarnished my image, and that there is no Dear John termination letter that is sitting in my mailbox for me to read when I turn off the stream. However, I'd like to take this opportunity once again to thank you for inviting me to be a part of the raid. I really enjoyed it. There's so many DJs that you put me onto as a part of this raid, and I look forward to really checking them out again. Oh, and you're still there. That's good. So it's not the replay that you're catching for this. Well, yeah, when people like the people I won't name decide to, force me to release a side of myself that is less than pleasant, I have to just make sure that, yeah. Anyways, so let's wrap this up. Apple Blossom, if you've typed to me, I'm not paying attention right now. Wow, there's a whole bunch of conversation apparently happening. Yes, to your last message there. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do with that. Sorry, Apple Blossom, I'm reading your message. I apologize. I'm just going to take a quick scroll through. You're most welcome. You're still awake as well. Wow, you UK people really don't sleep, man. It must be something in the water why you guys are like this. I hope everybody enjoyed the conversation. There's still quite a few of you here. I'm sure a lot of people right now, if they've never seen or interacted with me before, they're questioning if they'll ever come back. Hopefully you will. If you haven't clicked the follow button, please click the follow button. Please turn on your notifications. Please go to my YouTube page, Tap the Soul, subscribe. All of my in conversations that I've done to date are all there, up to date and posted. Finally, the administrative work behind what we all do here on Twitch. My Instagram page, Tap the Soul, Born from Music Raid on Instagram. Also, I have like hundreds of clips from everybody from volume 1 up to volume 5 of the DJs, that some of which are in here that I want to post. I really want to showcase the DJs. I think there's some awesome DJs that I've worked with. Hopefully I'll be working with them again since they're still employed. And I would really love for you all to see some of the skills that you may have missed by not being a part of the raids in the past. What else is there? I feel like I'm missing something else. Everyone is allowed back except for, so I'm making sure I pin this because I didn't realize that you made that executive decision for those two to not come back, which explains why they don't reply to my messages. Yeah. So next week, Italian Gal, you're welcome, sweetie. I know it's still early for you in Calgary. I miss Calgary. I need to make a visit. For everybody who's been here, behind my smile, it is a thing. It is a real thing. All of the conversation we had today, again, we had a conversation that was serious. We're shooting the shit. We're fooling around. We're having a good time. I want to do more of these. I definitely will be looking to have more in conversation with guests, but I want to do more of these where the conversation is with you. I feel I do miss a lot of this that's happening in the chat right now because I'm so attention focused to my guest that's beside me on my virtual chair. And I don't plan to get rid of that. And I definitely want to continue to doing this. So let me do some more work on my side. I want to listen to everything that I'm getting in terms of messages. I already see 1 or 2 that I've gotten in regards to topics. Apple Blossom, I know that you're going to have some ideas about this as well that you're seeing coming in. I will definitely be in touch with more on this. Turn on your notifications, please. The Female Empowerment Movement Raid, Volume 21. This was the last stop. Anywhere we're going after this is the after party. SelectressMistressKush, Black Beauty, all of the raiders, Simply Ma, also a fellow streamer. You guys did a fantastic job today. It was really dope to catch a different variety of DJs and a different vibe for a good cause. To the female in this chat, you already have your power. Whether someone is trying to take it away from you or not, that is up to you on how you handle that. You already have your power. You already have your purpose. You are living your purpose. It just may need to be fine-tuned along the way. So, and I'm saying that because that needs to be a reminder to the kings inside this chat. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for standing beside us, behind us, and those of you who are leading, thank you for leading us. We trust you, we see you, and we appreciate you. If DJ Jen is on, which I think she is, Apple Blossom, can you give me a thumbs up in the chat? Just, I don't want to look at my phone anymore right now. Wait, who's choosing violence? I just saw the word violence and all of a sudden, oh, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like Just Chance did fall asleep in your stream. Spotlight, I think you should take that off with HR and file a complaint. That's some misbehaving actions right there. That's all I need to see. Anything else that's happening in the chat, I'm just going to ignore right about now. Behind my smile, thank you for supporting it. Thank you for continuing the conversation. Send me a message. Apple Blossom, have you responded? She's on, she's on, she's on. I'm going to close this out here. I'm going to put up a flyer. Start the raid, because what I'm noticing is that the flyer ends up looping forever and the raid takes forever. So I am going to ask you, please start the raid. Peace, love, and blessings to everybody who's been here. Please take a moment, a minute, and just say behind my smile and process what comes up behind it. Please copy the raid message. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for In Conversation with DJ Gritty. Since I was fired and didn't know everybody getting fired now, I'm just going to leave all of that alone. Nobody's been fired officially. I'm expecting all of my fellow DJs from the Born from Music raid to show up again. SelectressMistressKush, Black Beauty, go to bed. Anybody else from the UK, please go to bed. I'm going to click the closeout message now, and I'm going to hope that there's enough time for it to raid out and not be on loop. But everything coming up for the rest of the month is there. Peace, love, and blessings, everyone. I love you guys. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate the support.